Broadcasting live from the attack asteroid, you're tuned in to the Space Pod. Thanks for stopping by to hang. And now, here's your host, Space Doctor.
Hello! It's me, and it's you, and it's the Space Pod. And we're back, baby. Music hasn't started again. I'm sorry. You know what happened during the intro? I decided to open Premiere Pro, so it kind of fucked me up a little bit on my setup here. We'll get the music popping in 1 second. What do I got today for you? What do we got here? Hi, chat. Hello, chat. Yes, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, this could be good. Okay, we want to do this? Yeah, we'll do this for now.
You
Good.
must.
Oh, not that. That is not. That's not it. Oh, Wikipedia entry. Hold on. I gotta read the Wikipedia entry right now. Oh, yeah. We'll put this on for a little bit. Read a Wikipedia entry from Drilithi. What is this one? PogChamp is an emote used on the streaming platform Twitch, intended to express excitement, intrigue, joy, or shock. All things that you'll feel on an episode of the Space Pod, mostly the last one. That was a jazzy intro song. Yeah, that was who? That was the 8-Bit Band. Alright, this is actually distracting the fuck out of me. There we go, that's better. If anyone can figure that out, put that in the YouTube comments. Let me know what you think this is, what we're listening to. Yeah, that was 8-Bit Band. That was from, I forget which zone now, but it was from one of the Sonic games for sure. Funky Monks. No, wrong. Good guess, but wrong. Yeah, actually correct. You are correct. This is this is Donkey Kong Country. This is the entire Blood Sugar Sex Magic album, but done in the Donkey Kong Country sound font. And it's kind of scary how much it works. I'm gonna listen to that in the background for now, because it's nice. Yeah, so it's been kind of a crazy week. You probably like, where the hell were you on Sunday? I was, very much in the video game dev hole. I've been kind of on a manic creative episode, so I've been a little bit sporadic. But I'm here now. The pod is functioning again. My brain is functioning again. And we're gonna go over some interesting shit today. A lot of stuff is piled up. We're gonna go over. I figured it would be fun to do a little bit of. Doing Boogie last week kind of got me a little nostalgic. For him as a lolcow. So we're gonna actually go back and we're gonna take a look at the SHAMAN Saga that just happened. Which, long story short, Boogie got tangled up with a redneck shaman after they did mushrooms on a documentary, and the guy wound up destroying his house, basically. So we'll get into that. That'll be fun. We're gonna talk about a topic that's pretty topical right now. We're gonna talk about Kotaku a little bit. Don't freak out. It's gonna be interesting. Some stuff has been going on lately, and I feel like I'd be remiss to not at least touch on a little bit of the dreaded Gamergate. Oh, God. What's the chat saying? Drilithi is just saying lyrics from Red Hot Chili Pepper songs. Cool. We're gonna check in with somebody called the Fullerton Informer. We're gonna learn how to play a harmonica. And then we're going to also talk about, oh yeah, we're gonna do Dogs Eating Dogs 6's musical march, which has been a massive success. We're gonna talk about some other stuff too. There was one other thing that I had on the list that now I can't find. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about profile toner. We're gonna tone our profiles, I should say. And then finally we have a man who's kicked out of a laundry business because he apparently, they were trying to get him to step out of character. So we'll see what that's about. So a bunch of weird random stuff today. So hope you're ready for that. This music is killing it. Welcome back, Drillithy. I didn't realize you were gone for a minute from the dreaded ads. I didn't know that we were running ads, frankly. I hope I see some of that money. You hear me, Twitch? Or YouTube, or wherever the hell you're seeing this? Give me your money. Alright. Enough's enough. I'm not going to start off with Boogie. We're going to go into Boogie in a little bit. We'll do something a little bit shorter to start off with. I think we'll start off with the... Wait, is this an ad? Are you throwing ads in my show? Alright. Alright, we're gonna start off with... the Fullerton Informer. Because that's a smaller segment. We're just kind of warming up. Alright. It would be funny if this got, like, copyright struck, this whole album, even though it's not the actual album. Alright, there it is. Alright, here we go. Let me stop this for a minute. Cool. Alright, we're gonna switch over, folks. It's time for the show to begin. Where am I? Go down there. Oh, I am off screen. I am still off screen. Now I'm too in screen. Oh my god. I gotta come up with a better system for this. Alright. Here we go. And we're back, man. Okay, cool. Glad you're back. Welcome back. Alright, here we go. This is the Fullerton Informer. Vault of unreleased videos. The CO2 fraud. I don't know who this is. This is a rant from 1/31/22.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Imbriano, the Fullerton Informer, coming to you live from...
Oh, he is the Fullerton Informer. Alright, that's his name. Got it. He's his full name.
The streets of sunny Southern California. Today is Monday, January 31st, 2022, the last day of January in this 2022, and we're under a heavily chemtrailed sky here, folks.
Okay, immediately with the chemtrails. I mean, this just looks like a cloudy day to me. What do you guys think?
Where the atmospheric river is being diverted up to the north and down below us, coming up through the Gulf of Mexico, so they can continue creating this bomb cyclone in the northeast, because all of the moisture and the weather is being bypassed and carried over the continental divide, so the storms have twice the punch. This is a subtropical flow. The sky actually looks like it would...
I don't even know where to jump. Like, you know, like, I don't even know where to interject. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I just realized. You seen that little circle in the corner there? That is because I forgot to disable something. There we go.
Would...
Okay. So I don't know where to begin. This guy has thrown so much at me in 1 second that I'm like, okay, where do I even begin to address things? So bomb cyclones, as far as I'm aware, are a weather phenomenon that happens when a cold front and another cold front hit each other in the middle of the country. Not like here or anywhere near here. And I mean, even if there is a bomb cyclone that can happen in California, I don't think that chemtrails have anything to do with that, right?
Puerto Vallarta in the summer.
Chemtrails, for those that don't know, are like this conspiracy theory that is totally real. And it's basically planes that the government flies over different spots in the country. So, I'll say it in a second, Drillithy. That's totally right. So there are these... As Drillithy just said, planes leave contrails, which are water vapor, which happens naturally. It's a naturally occurring thing. Hold on. My camera. We're just all over the place today. Planes leave contrails, which are water vapor, but the people that believe in chemtrails believe that those water vapor trails are full of chemicals that the government is, like, flying overhead, like, basically crop dusting people, you know? So that's what this guy is saying. So he has somehow mixed crop dusting humans for brain control. With they're also doing chemtrails to create a bomb cyclone to make it cloudy and extra cold in California for reasons.
Summer or in the late fall in Southern California, folks. This is subtropical moisture that's being doused with metallic nanoparticles, so
okay, got it.
they can continue to desiccate this area, and of course that keeps the climate change model, mantra, and narrative solidly bolstered for the continued draconian legislation drafting and passing to lock us down even further into their Agenda 2030 population reduction.
Okay.
And making the entire society carbon neutral.
Would be such a shame if we did that last part.
I want to talk to you about that, folks. That's really important that you understand what carbon neutral means.
Oh, God.
You see, there is a...
I didn't watch this whole thing, by the way. I watched, like, the first, like, 30... Anytime you see something on this show, I've watched, like, the first 30 seconds of it, maybe. Or I've maybe, at this point, gone through it, like, just a teeny bit just to make sure nothing horrifying happens, because there's been a couple of close calls on the show so far.
A fallacy that...
Yeah, he's connected all of the dots so far. It's literally been like he's connected every conspiracy theory together into one.
Carbon emissions affect the weather. And it is a fallacy that is developed by the educational system's brainwashing.
What does that mean?
That plant food actually makes the weather change. Folks, this is what makes the weather change, folks. When they spray the sky, that's how they change the weather. Okay?
Wait, so is he defending plants? Or, like, is he defending vegans on top? Because people who feel this way about all of these things generally don't support vegans.
The weather is changed by changing the atmospheric composition and the electrostatic charge of the atmosphere. That's how it's done, folks. By doing so, the atmosphere is heated and desiccated. And what happens is, the moisture field...
I would like to just bring up that this man is driving on a highway with his phone in one hand, just waving it all over the place, pointing it everywhere but the front of the car where he should be looking at all times when he's driving. This guy's just waving it, hey, look it over here, look over there, like he's gonna...
are not allowed to rise and cool and condense and turn into...
He's like nearly over his own shoulder.
...precipitation. They actually just get carried away from west to east, and when they end up in places that come in contact with more moisture fields, whether it be the Gulf of Mexico or the Great Lakes, and then you combine that with extreme temperatures, you have extreme weather. It's not very
extreme weather
difficult, folks. But I want to talk to you about the carbon issue.
I'm actually really curious to hear what he has to say about this.
The carbon issue is the biggest bunch of literal baloney you'll ever lay before your very eyes, folks. The more CO2 that's in the atmosphere, the better the trees grow, all right? And the faster they grow.
Yeah, but not if they're also being chopped down. You can't do both.
If you have ever had an experience growing boysenberries or blackberries or lalberries...
Very specific berries. If you've had any experience growing these 3 specific berries...
The more water you put in the muck, the better the plant does.
Yeah, that one, that one tracks, guys. Put water on your fucking plants and they grow bigger. That's good.
Okay, the plant will eventually suck all the water up, and if it's growing in a swamp, which what these things like to grow...
And then you put too much water on them and they get root rot, you dingbat. And then what, huh? You gonna eat the root rot? I bet you do.
Then it will grow like crazy. Okay, the faster it can photosynthesize, uptake the water, and produce more stalk, leaves, and fruit. That's exactly what happens with carbon emissions, folks. Now, there are a lot of discussions.
So this guy is saying we need to put, we're not just doing the wrong, that it's not just bunk to be reducing our carbon footprint. It's that we're actually harming the planet by not putting more carbon into the atmosphere. Like, we have to do more. We have to put more pollution in the air.
About carbon sequestration and how they're pulling carbon out of the atmosphere, folks. And they're spending a lot of money to do it, and they're only getting a teeny amount of carbon out of the atmosphere. And that's not because they're trying to lower the atmospheric carbon levels, but they're actually sequestering the
How's
CO2
audio
so
levels,
they
by
can
the way?
use it in
I
their
messed
underground
around with stuff.
facilities for growing plants and other chemical processes that are taking place in these underground facilities. So all this talk of how they're sequestering carbon out of the atmosphere and pumping it into the ground, they're telling you the truth. They're just not telling you the truth about why they're doing it. Because you see, folks, in the underground facilities, in order for them to grow
it would be just ridiculous if this just ends out of nowhere with just, oh, he just hits it, he just crashes into like a palm tree or some shit.
They need CO2. They got to bring it in from somewhere. So they can convince...
Because he's giving me some serious anxiety with the way that he is just willy-nilly just flinging his phone around.
It's all these governments to lay down all these tens of billions of dollars to allegedly stop this climate change hoax by pulling CO2 out of the atmosphere and condensing it and putting it into these underground facilities. That's exactly what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, carbon neutral is a very big problem.
This guy rambles and rants.
Because that means that for every breath you take, that means there has to be
every move they make.
Equal and opposite reaction of pulling the carbon out of the atmosphere. You see, folks, the largest source of carbon emissions are human beings. Now, every breath you take, in goes oxygen and some other inert atmospheric gases, but out goes carbon dioxide and water vapor. Because those are the products of aerobic...
Oh, I forgot to tweet that I was live. No wonder. Okay. That explains a couple of things.
Respiration.
I'm going to do that really quick while this guy continues to ramble.
That's what your body runs on. That's the metabolism of fats and carbohydrates. Now, of course, you pull electrons from the Earth, and in some cases even from the atmosphere, that aids in the electron transport chain's supply of energy. It's not just from food, folks. Your body can actually live off of earthing. That's how you can go without food for quite some time, folks. The source of electrons can be flipped on and off. You don't need food to survive all the time. You got to eat, obviously, but you don't have to eat 5 times a day. That's a con job that they've pushed on.
Wait, hey, hold. Did this guy just say that you don't need to eat all the time? Sure, but did he also just say like 5 times a day? I mean, I guess I eat.
Make us sick and kill us.
Oh, sorry.
Eat off for quite some time.
All right, I gotta hear this again.
That's what your body runs on, of pulling the carbon out of the atmosphere. You see, folks, the largest source of carbon emissions are human beings.
Right, I heard this part.
Now, every breath you take, in goes oxygen.
Yeah.
And some other inert atmospheric gases, but out goes carbon dioxide and water vapor. Because those are the products of aerobic respiration. That's what your body runs on. That's the metabolism of fats and carbohydrates.
Okay.
Now, of course, you pull electrons from the Earth, and in some cases even from the atmosphere, that aids in the electron transport chain's supply of energy. It's not just from food, folks. Your body can actually live off of earthing. That's how you can go without food for quite some time.
Off of earthing. I've never heard that term before.
Folks, the source of electrons can be flipped on and off. You don't need food to survive all the time. You got to eat, obviously, but you don't have to eat 5 times a day. That's a con job that they've pushed on us to make us sick and kill us. But this carbon neutral nonsense, folks, for every breath you take, that means somebody else is going to stop breathing.
That doesn't make any sense.
When we get to the point where they've actually convinced you that carbon neutral is the way to save this so-called plane that they call a planet, then they've got you, folks, because they're going to take away the fire. They're going to take away...
That doesn't... the more I think about what he just said, the less sense it makes. If one person has to, if one person's allowed to breathe, that means somebody else is going to have to stop breathing. That's not what carbon neutral means.
The internal combustion engine. They're going to take away your natural gas stoves. They're going to take away the natural gas power plants, the coal burning power plants, the oil burning power plants.
All right, well, he actually did call one of these because they've made it so there's certain ovens that can no longer be used in, such as pizza ovens, the coal burning pizza ovens that make pizza good in New York. We're not, Mayor Adams has signed them out of law. You're not allowed to have them here. So he was right about that.
Your ability to travel, because they'll be able to shut off all these electric cars with the push of a button.
That will, I mean, you know, that's gonna happen irrespective. I think something like that will happen irrespective of all of this nonsense you're babbling about.
Anytime they want, folks. Those things are all remote controllable. Okay, there's nothing like, and they don't want you having a generator. They don't want you having a backup power supply. They want you being.
That's literally not true. In fact, the government, like here, because they're incompetent, they go, listen, we don't know what's gonna happen. You should have one of these just in case, because you never know. So that's an actual lie.
Totally dependent, right? Because that's their plan. You need to understand that what's behind this climate change
She's got very loud for no reason.
hoax agenda has nothing to do with saving the earth. It has everything to do with getting rid of us, getting rid of industries, getting rid of food production.
Okay, I've heard enough. Listen, buddy, that's not how this goes. The planet is in complete control here. I don't know why you don't get that. I don't know why people who argue about climate change don't get that. We're not important to this planet. Guys, we're just one species that has been hanging out and doing some wacky stuff. The planet has ebbs and flows to it. The temperature of the planet has ebbs and flows to it. The ozone of the planet has ebbs and flows to it. We're not going to potentially survive every single climate shift on this planet. And yeah, maybe we're changing the temperature of the planet by like a degree or two faster over like a shorter stretch of time than like, but it doesn't matter. It's like George Carlin once said that the planet only created us to produce plastic, and now that we've done that, it's gonna kill us off. So I believe that. I believe George Carlin was right. So
Did you know a lot?
Hey, listen, the Earth is the organism. If it burns us off in a fever, that, you know, we were the virus.
A lot of the products that go into
You glad you tuned in today?
agriculture emit carbon. Did you know that even the animals emit CO2? They belch methane. They breathe out CO2. You know the animals that turn grass into ribeye. Did you know that they have this thing called a foregut and a rumen, and there is a degradation of the amylose and cellulose in these animals' organs, these pouches that actually produce a lot of methane, folks. Did you know they call methane a climate change greenhouse gas?
Yeah, it's a greenhouse gas.
Right? Every time you rip one, that comes out. Folks, the cows belch methane. They don't want you eating beef because the beef is loaded with iron, and the iron protects you against all the microwave and millimeter wave.
Oh my God! It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Now he's talking about the beef industry being obfuscated by by big methane and big climate change, and that iron protects your body. I mean, iron's good for you, but it's not. You can get iron from so many other sources.
Putting in.
If you have a bowl of oatmeal, that's iron. That's a bunch of iron.
That they're going to turn on and zap you with.
Just eat a bowl of oatmeal every day. You'll feel a lot better.
Has nothing to do with what you're being told, folks. You see,
this guy's kind of like, he's got a little bit of a Dale Gribble thing going on.
Where I live in Fullerton, they call my community the education community. And, you know, I don't know how
The education community. That doesn't mean, I mean, nobody calls them that.
I ended up on my street, folks, but I am surrounded by some of the most weaponized idiots you'll ever meet. They're educated morons, all right? In my neighborhood, you have all these people, you know, on my street, on all the other streets, they all work for the college, or they all work for the high school, or they all work for elementary school, they all work for the junior college, or they all work for the government, okay? All of them are on the doles, and all of them are in on everything, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want any part of exposing anything. They want to go along and wax their fancy cars, right? That's all they care about. Now, the hilarious thing is when the recycling truck comes on trash day, it clinks like a barroom trash bin, right? But that's how they deal with their guilt, folks.
What?
The point I'm getting at is this system is not in the business of being a benevolent brother or sister to you and your offspring. This system is predatory.
I mean,
and this system is a...
I mean, that part's correct, but not for anything, literally not for any reason that he's explained so far.
systematic mind control, brainwashing, dumbing down, outcome-based assembly line that turns out a bunch of people that can't think and that believe everything they're told.
The lack of self-awareness on that one, buddy.
So that they can have their way with all of you. And they will actually get you to believe some of the most ridiculous, mindless nonsense that has the utmost horrific ramifications. All right? It's unbelievable how they've gotten us to this point, ladies and gentlemen.
I agree.
Where we literally believe... let me rephrase that. Where you literally believe everything...
Oh my god, not me, I get it. I get everything. This is about you.
Everything you see on a screen and everything you read in a magazine. You know, it's funny about how they have these journalism degrees. And yet, you know...
Oh, that's right. Take down the journalists. We're going to be taking the journalists down in a little bit on this show.
There's no such thing as journalism anymore.
True. Facts. Here we go. He's becoming based now.
Get a load of this, by the way. Let's line up, right? What a fraud that is. So this
What was that? It couldn't have been vaccinations. This is 2022.
Carbon emissions thing. If you know anybody that is into hydroponics, aquaponics, or even greenhouse farming, they will tell you that introducing CO2 into the atmospheric conditions of a closed system will increase tremendously the yield, right? So
that's in an enclosed environment, though.
We know CO2 is plant food, and we know that you know, running cars and breathing out carbon dioxide after running a couple of miles, or you know, having a cow or a pig or a chicken is not a criminal act, but they're trying to make it into that, folks. And they want you eating all...
Where? That is not a criminal act. Everybody's allowed to own chickens in America. It's a very American thing to own chickens, especially if you're down south. You know, you have like one you name Bo, and then you have one you name Luke, and they run around, and you're like, Bo, Luke, you watch yourselves, boy. You stop pecking your brother.
All this vegetarian fake meat that's made, I mean, folks, I kid you not, this, you know, this, I can't believe it's not meat type stuff. You know, this plant-based protein?
That stuff is, I mean, I'm going to jump out ahead of him and say, yeah, that stuff is not good for you, actually.
It's toxic.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that just how it ends? Hold on.
Toxic. You know, this plant-based protein? It's toxic.
That is such a good ending. That was good. That was good. I liked that. All right. Okay. Let me check this dude's channel out, because this is pretty amazing. Is this him? Oh my god, this is what he looks like. We're going to look at this for a second.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, this guy rules.
For a lot of you out there, what we're celebrating...
Where's this from?
...is a very special day tomorrow.
3 years ago. All right. Is there anything new? I want something new from this guy. The Blue Light Special. All right.
Folks, I really feel like we've reached a new low here. This is Joe Imbriano, your host, the Fullerton Informer, coming to you on scene in the prison commissary. And
what? Okay, so prison commissary, for those who don't know, I mean, you can probably assume for many of you, but if you're like from, we have actually a pretty sizable European audience, and I don't know if they have commissaries in their jails over there. Basically, it's a shop that prisoners can go into and buy stuff, I guess, with the money that they steal from each other. I don't know how it works. I'm a good boy, all right? I stay out of the prisons.
This is the latest and greatest invention that they've come up with. It's called blue light vision formula.
Okay. You gonna expand on that or what? He's just gonna stand there and stare at it without explaining?
I'm not gonna say anything about this product.
Okay.
Other than the fact that instead of maybe a more simple and common sense solution is to get rid of your LED lights that give off these harmful rays and flicker, and to eliminate the blue light exposure, especially at night. We know it's damaging your eyes.
I mean, it's not always a thing that you can, like, I have blue light filters on everything that I have. Every screen has blue light filters on it, which negates like 95% of, or 98% of the blue light that you get through it. I don't think getting rid of blue light is the problem here.
You don't need to take pills to solve a simple problem. Just shut off the television and stop staring at screens all the time. And maybe you won't have a problem with your eyes being destroyed by the photoreceptors being oxidized by the...
This guy just casually walks by while he's doing that. I mean, he's got a point, but it's like a basic bitch point about, like, yeah, don't, like, try and limit your time on screens. But, you know, it's not easy for a lot of people. And there's glasses and things and filters that you can put on your computer. You don't need these pills, probably. This is, like, definitely a cash grabby sort of thing, but it's also not, like, terrible. It's not like a like a conspiracy thing.
Spectrum that turns the retinol into free radicals in your eyes.
This guy's fucking awesome.
Solve this problem, folks.
He's just like he's like a weird, like, fake scientist that, like, knows everything about everything, but, like, every single one of the things he says is, like, complete pseudoscience. Like, it's not actual science.
But, you know, if you want to sit there and pop pills and ruin your eyes with a TV set, be my guest. This is your host, Joe Briano, the Fullerton Informer. P.O. Box 4121, Fullerton, California, 92834.
Okay, well, there you go. There's his address if you want to, you know, write him.
Informer.com. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Good. Let's see what else we got from this guy. Mass arrests. The police state gulag of El Salvador of the United States. Bukele, the war criminal. Okay. All right.
All right, folks, this is Joe Briano, the
Get a look at this guy.
Fullerton Informer. We're coming
That's some hair.
to you today is Tuesday, January 27th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
This is your host, Joe Briano, the Fullerton Informer, P.O. Box 4121, Fullerton, California, 92834.
You should stop doing that.
On the web at thefullertoninformer.com, 5gdangerous.com, celltowerdangerous.com, wifidangerous.com, and Disney666.com.
Okay, so he's got a lot of very interesting websites, apparently. I'm going to look up Dizzy666.com right now while he talks.
Other websites, folks, coming to you in the name of Jesus Christ on the busted up streets of Fullerton, California, a town run by criminals.
I have a new
folks,
setup going here, so
town inhabited by myopic,
specifically for the
morons.
Camera. So I keep knocking it over, which is cool.
We have the problems we have because they go along to get along. That's right, folks. Whether they're taking their handouts from the government or they're taking their paycheck from the government, they're all going along to get along, especially the people in this community that call themselves influential, right? Okay, so I want to talk to you today about
Dizzy666.com is not a real website.
El Salvador. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about our savior or the savior, even though that's what El Salvador means, is the savior. El Salvador is a country in Central America. It's literally a banana republic dictatorship that for many years has been allowed to decay into anarchy and civil war intentionally because the phoenix always rises out of the ashes, doesn't
does that mean? Just randomly says that out of nowhere.
Ladies and gentlemen. So now
What is he driving on that there's this rattling? Is he on like some weird back road or something?
El Salvador, after years of civil wars and gang warfare, gangs controlling the streets, gangs controlling the courts, gangs controlling government positions, gang members controlling the prisons, gangs controlling the entire country pretty much, gangs controlling the businesses or
Gangs here, gangs there, gangs everywhere, Gangnam style.
extortion, kidnapping, murder, racketeering, protection money, you name it, they were doing it, right?
He like goes back and forth between sounding like Dale Gribble and oh my god, and David Lynch. He's like a mix of the two of them.
Order out of chaos is the oldest trick in the book.
You hear it?
It's a Masonic principle, order ad chaos. It's just one of those things, folks, that if you know your history and know the power structure and you understand
Of course,
agendas,
yeah.
you'll realize that it's always one step forward and two steps back. So there's a guy that runs El Salvador. His name is Mr. Bukele, right? And he's a bearded creature. And, you know,
He's a bearded creature, everyone. He's not a human. I need to explain to everyone, I do not mean that in any weird way. He is literally a bearded creature. Nobody knows where he came from. He came out of the woods one day.
he comes across as this great leader. He looks a lot like a young Fidel Castro.
Okay.
A lot, probably related to Castro, probably related to the guy that runs Canada.
Can you imagine you're like going around and you're like, you're talking about somebody that you're not like too fond of, and you just pull out like a random dictator, or, well, I mean, Castro wasn't a dictator, but you pull out somebody else like that who's just like generalized at that level. He definitely is related to Hitler.
They're all related, folks.
Castro and Hitler are nothing alike. I don't know why I did that.
But
I'm sorry.
he has done something that people are calling extraordinary. He has turned the country into a complete dictatorship police state while getting about 85 to 90% of the popular vote in the recent election. And people supposedly love this guy, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, unironically, though, I don't think he's got any people that are against him over there. I think that they actually support him. I think they're all rich because of Bitcoin over there, actually.
So they've gone from having the criminals running everything to now the government putting the so-called criminals in jail. So there was this gang that ran El Salvador for a long time. Well, actually, there are two factions, but one of the major ones was Mara Trucha Salvador, right? And what they did, MS-13, is MS-13 was running El Salvador through what, I would
This guy's really interesting to me.
call a reign of terror, through murder, kidnapping, and extortion and everything else. But they had their people in the prosecutor's office, they had their people in the government, they had their people in the legislature, they had their people in the prisons.
Because he's like got this whole alternate history for a lot of stuff, but he says it with such like gusto and confidence. Like it is like it's all like these factual things, and it's just really interesting to me.
Right? And Bukele was giving this speech the other day at some political convention of conservatives. And Bukele was talking about how in El Salvador they took all of the people that were criminals in the government and in the district attorney's office, the prosecutor's office, the legislature, and in the prison system, and took them all out and put the gangsters
Took
in
them
jail.
all out.
And so what Bukele
Toxic.
has done is he has glamorized the establishment of a police state
Let me see what we got here.
American banana republic.
I'm queuing up the next
by
segment
doing
because
something
I mean, there's
that
more about
literally
this guy,
has
but I want to
never
move
been
on.
done in a very long time, and that is mass arrests, mass detentions, mass roundups by the police and the military. Little to no trial, no representation, and once they go into these prisons, they don't come out. And he has built this mega prison, which
Mega prison.
is now filling up. It
He said that like it was like a strategy game.
holds about
All right, just finished it, queued it up. All right, now we're just gonna start loading all of the settlers in there.
I don't know, 40,000, 50,000 prisoners. They never shut the lights off. The lights are on 24 hours a day. These guys are, 100
How does he know these things?
people in a cell.
Also, it's kind of weird that he's talking about this, and then in the next episode that he posts a couple weeks later, he's filming it from a prison commissary.
They sleep on a steel bed. I think they get a sheet and a towel and a t-shirt, and they keep them in clothes. They come out of their cell, they're handcuffed and leg cuffed, and they're fed the same 3 meals a day: rice, pasta, beans, tortillas, and a little bit of this or that, right?
That doesn't sound too bad.
They got their heads shaved. They're forced to do all these different things. But what I'm getting at is BOOGIE originally came out and said that he was going to rein in order and law and order.
Should I put on like the
by
album behind this?
suspending some aspects of the Constitution of that country. And he has
Does that work?
but he's renewed the suspension of rights 22 times. And now he has been reelected. And now the people in El Salvador, if they'll be honest with you, because I have some connections down there.
Aha, yes,
Now the
connections
people in
down
El
there.
Salvador
Okay.
are totally afraid of the government.
All right, now I've fucked everything up by adding this music in. Now it's gonna be confused when I'm hitting.
They were afraid
All right,
of the
cool.
gangs, and now they're afraid of the government. So they've gone out of the frying pan into the fire. Now, why I want to get into this today is because
How much longer is this?
Bukele's
How much longer must we endure? All right, this is only a couple more minutes long.
model
I'm gonna watch it
of
because it's.
taking
I mean,
criminals out of
this is
power
wild.
and putting them in prison.
Next segment incoming though.
And he talks about these dark forces that exist in the United States that seek to undermine the governmental powers and authority. And what he's really talking about are people like you and I who are
Mhm.
law-abiding people that love this country, that love freedom, that love our rights. All of the rights that are enumerated in various documents, and especially the rights given by
In
law.
America, yeah, yes, America.
And so, he's talking, Bukele's talking to this group of, I guess they're all Republican conservative people, telling them how that we've got to get the criminals out of the legislature, the criminals out of the prison system, and the criminals.
Hi Izzy, welcome to the show. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. We're warming up.
Out of the police departments, and the criminals.
Izzy subscribed to tier 2. They've subscribed for 24 months. They're currently on a 24-month streak. Thank you so much.
Out of the
Let's go.
district attorney's office, when in fact the same people he's working for, by turning this country into a Bitcoin gulag.
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to go into this for super long, but if he bought all of that Bitcoin that he said he bought back when he bought it, they're very rich now. So I don't know what that's about.
Has actually
That's all I'm going to say about that.
installed all the criminals in the White House, in the
Oh, thank you for the head pats.
Speaker's role, in the Congress, in the Senate, in all the
I hope you had a great nap.
governorships, in the State House of Representatives, in the local houses, in the
I don't know what this
Senate and Assembly
I
of
stopped paying
States,
attention
the Board
for
of Supervisors.
I stopped paying attention for like 2 seconds and I'm completely lost on what this guy's talking about now.
Even down to the city councils and the school district superintendents. And he's giving us a lecture on
You're
how
all sweaty. You're not as sweaty as this guy.
he did such a great thing by getting all the criminals out of power when in fact the United States has put all the criminals in power. And so his model
All right, I've had
was,
his
go
model.
in the past and not make the same mistakes and literally suspend the
I'm like losing my
Constitution
mind
around
on this guy.
anybody.
We're gonna watch some stand-up. You guys ready? Here we go. Stand-up time.
Are you even listening to me?
We're on to the next. What's going on? We're on to the next segment. This is a random stand-up guy I found, and all of the comments were stuff like, "Hey man, it was really inspiring when you powered through all that silence, that awkward silence." So as soon as I saw that in the comment section, I was like, I'm gonna watch this with you guys. I haven't watched it already, so I don't know what to expect. It's this first guy. It's this guy named Egg White. This is the first time he's ever done stand-up. So we're gonna give him a fair shot, okay, folks? This might be funny. I don't know. If people in the crowd aren't laughing, that might mean that we're gonna laugh. Oh, I like this guy's look at least. He's got a good look. Okay, he's got a great look. What do you guys think? Firemax is here. Yeah,
Ooh, that's a good highlight reel right there. How are we doing tonight? North Attleboro. Or whatever this place is called. Woo! Shout out to Massachusetts. That's right.
Okay. Did you hear how quickly the applause stopped on that?
Woo! Shout out to Massachusetts. That's right.
the applause instantly stopped. All right, this is gonna be good.
Now
I can already feel
remember
it.
to tip your servers very well, and they're doing a lot of good things for us tonight. Shout out to all the staff and everybody for turning up, tuning in. That's what we're talking about.
Nothing. Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, my name is Toby Reynolds.
Hi, Toby.
You may remember me from such films as That Feel When No Girlfriend and Inside the Secret World of Incels.
Oh no.
What a catalog that is.
This is good so far.
Studied. Leo DiCaprio, eat your heart out, baby.
Oh
You know, I
no.
kind of feel a little horseshoe moment with Mr. DiCaprio. You know, every time you see him on the news, they're not talking about his awards. They're talking about he's getting too
I want to refund that. Listen, you're asking the wrong guy.
much pussy.
Oh no.
Leo DiCaprio just turned in his girlfriend for the new model.
Oh no.
This is the 2023, very low mileage.
Is this guy really in 2024 doing a Leo likes young women, like younger women joke? Like that was like a meme in like 2018, I think.
Next up at 11.
Oh no, he did a next up at 11. That's
The man.
Izzy just goes, man.
You love to hate, Toby Reynolds. Does he not get enough pussy? We're going to talk to the experts and figure it out.
The same joke. He tries the same joke with a different name.
I'm starting to think this journalism might not really be a real job. I think they just say anything to stoke fire.
Okay, that's just a fact, but just
That's just how I'm feeling.
just threw that in the middle between two jokes. Is just, hey, how about journalists? They suck now, right?
But, you know,
This is hurting me.
I don't really care about journalism.
Yeah, the silence is intent. Like, the silence is real silence. The silence isn't just like, you know, coughing a little bit. Whatever. They're like actively making sure that they don't make noise.
Though, because as long as I'm a superstar in the eyes of my family, that's what it's really all about.
Oh God, this is so painful to watch.
Keep going over, and I'm sure one of these days
How
I'm gonna be a
long are we in?
superstar in their eyes, but right now their eyes are a lot like this.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
2 minutes.
Please.
We're 2 minutes in.
God, no, now what? Now it's I got to show up in a Uber Black, no plates. That's all right though. You know, you never really know how much your family loves you until they sit you down at Thanksgiving with the whole family around and they say, Toby, listen, if you're gay, that's cool. Don't worry about it. You can let us all know.
Finally, they get he gets the tiniest chuckle on the good old 2001 fallback.
Right now. Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm just stone cold, baby.
Oh no.
Got a super secret special superpower. It's called autism.
Don't you fucking dare blame this on autism.
Makes it really hard to do a lot of things when it comes to the ladies, but
You are not funny, and that has nothing to do with your autism.
I thought when I was reading all these Reddit posts, I'm taking it back right now. College days, because
Taking it back to Reddit. Oh my God.
now, I mean, I don't go outside, but that's okay. College days, though, Reddit.com had me covered. They said, you got to come in with that fedora, nice tuxedo. I said, wow, they just this is for free? Fuck, they should charge money for this. They do now, by the way, but beside the point.
Yeah, he's like, at this point, guy in the front's like, yeah, listen, I left my house on fire. I gotta go.
Boom. All right, let me stand outside the ladies' dorm rooms.
I'll be right back. I just left my house on fire.
So fitted. Thrift store got me right. Head to toe tuxedo and fedora. They just never came out. I just would stand there for hours.
So he's just, his jokes are, I am an incel, and my family's ashamed of me, and they think I'm gay.
No, I thought maybe my personality needs to be
Even me recapping that is funnier than the way he said it.
a little better. That's okay. But it just never really panned out. So I became, as everybody would, completely bitter, full of hatred, absolute malice just seething from every pore of my body. So naturally,
One person goes, yeah, malice!
I went to this fantastic website. It wasn't Reddit. It was a little different. It's called 4chan.
Oh, no.
And I said, they're going to get me right.
He actually fell into negative silence. It got extra quiet. It got so quiet that sound ceased to even be a thing that exists when he said 4chan.
I found this fantastic place, and it was called the Anime Board.
Izzy says, imagine giving birth to a baby boy just for him to grow up into that. Just as he says anime board.
Yeah, I started looking at it, I'm like, oh, I just need something to entertain myself, something to take
Oh no, this better not go where I think it's going. Sorry folks, buckle in.
my mind off of all these romantic failures.
I'm gonna smoke. Worst
Something comes
possible
up.
time. So now if something happens.
Waifus.
Oh,
What's that? I can't speak. I thought it said waifus like Richard Dreyfuss.
This is dark.
Waifus. Okay, let me see what they're talking about. And you want to talk about a rabbit hole? Fuck, I think that was the pop it up in China hole, and that just straight down, center of the earth, 10,000 leagues under the sea.
That should not happen. That shouldn't happen. Excuse me.
So I started reading it, and I was out on my own at that time. I had a nice apartment in Section 8 projects. I still got charged. I kind of thought that was weird. My neighbor, he paid like $100 a month. I was paying like $700, and this was in 2012, so that was real money back then. But that's cool. I mean, you know.
Is this even
whatever it takes. Got to be nose to the grindstone. I was working 80 hours a week.
Chat says this shouldn't be happening.
First time out of like 5 different periods in my life.
This is scary.
Anyway,
This is way scarier than I was expecting it to be.
I said to myself, you know what? Why am I spending all this money on tuxedos and fedoras?
And this was also supposed to just be a oh god. Sorry, my camera is fucked up today. There we go. And this was supposed to be a throwaway segment, like an in-between throwaway segment, and I think it's going to be the one.
From the Goodwill, all I got to do is buy these anime figures and really just go totally mentally ill.
Up here.
I'm talking about I got to stare at this figure all day and be like, it's real. It's real. Just fucking. I'm watching the
This is bad.
shows playing in the background. It's like I just.
Cutting to this evil dark shadow audience that has said not a single word and made no noise whatsoever this entire time.
Loop it. And there's like 30 seconds of the girl talking, and I'm like, only $25 on Amazon. Wow, that's a great deal.
Wait, can we take a look? I can't really see any of the people's faces, but I wish I could see. I wish the room wasn't so. I mean, the darkness in the room is making it funnier to me for some reason. But I do kind of wish I could see people's faces.
So I started buying them up, using all my disposable income. I might have missed a couple of, insurance payments. Yeah, I mean, all you got to do,
I mean, come on. This is not... I mean, at most, you can do one tiny throwaway joke about, like, you know, casually spending all your money on waifu dolls or whatever the hell. I don't even know what a waifu... Is that what they are? Is that what this is?
You buy it, like, the first month.
Like, I still don't get the waifu thing completely. I get, like, the general idea, like, obviously. I understand, like, the waifu concept. You know, you watch enough Sonic Sega Gamer and you figure that out. But I don't get the other aspect that he's talking about collecting waifus like a Pokemon game.
And the card says it's good for 6 months. I don't think they really checked it back then. So I lose a couple policies, a couple 100 points off my credit score. No big deal. I had more important things to do.
Is that like part of the waifuism? Like if you pick a waifu, you're supposed to buy like all the statues of them or something?
But I knew
I'd literally die if that was me on stage, yeah.
that figurines, they called you a casual for that. Straight up loser, sucker, lower than dog shit. In fact, you should probably just get killed if you were just only buying figurines. They would post these big
What is he talking about?
threads, hundreds of pictures where guys were whining and dining their body pillows.
Okay, I get that. I've seen that.
So my tax returns came in 2013. I'm like, oh, I'm nothing. I'm lower than dirt. I really got to show them what time it is. So I went, and they had a guide for this. You're buying imported Egyptian silk fabric and all this stuff. I mean, you're not going to cheap out on your engagement ring, right? I didn't see that coming.
So this guy is telling an unironic story to an audience about feeling like other incels with waifu body pillows in 2013 were outdoing him. So he got his tax return. Okay.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's
okay.
psychic vision right there. I said, boom, now I'm going to invest in what really matters. Let me get the finest Egyptian silk, whatever it was, $500 for a body pillow. And
yes, killer bro, waifu body pillows.
that's just a
You heard me.
pillow. But that was a great start. And I said to myself, well, there was a particular anime girl that I liked. She had this
Oh God, I hope he names them.
routine where she hated men. So I was like, oh, I can save her.
Oh, is that Izzy?
I can fix her. It's not even real. It's a character. I'm totally mentally
Just kidding.
ill, and
Izzy
I'm just
doesn't
gonna
hate
pretend
men.
like I saved her. So it's a done deal. All the media. I can just, here's my little offshoot. Boom, let's go. But she was too
See, okay, that I was right. Except for me. Aw.
underground, too low key.
I like that means it also includes that you hate Fire Max. Aw, that makes me even happier.
Her chest wasn't big enough to sell the body pillow covers. It wasn't moving numbers. So I had to go to eBay. Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, that's right. Get wrecked, Fire Max.
Filtered it down. I found the most talented Brazilian deviant art user that I could find on the eBay marketplace. And I don't know, it was like, I'm looking, this is before I knew how to use Google Translate, so it's like, says
Yeah, forget about it.
this is like 13,000 to some like B or something. I'm I'm gonna put in my credit card, see what happens.
This is insanity.
If it doesn't
This has exceeded my expectations.
go through, then I don't got enough money, but it went through, so I'm like, yeah, it's this chick right here. Here's a couple screenshots from the anime. He said something I couldn't understand, so I just sent him a smiley face back emoticon.
Stuff.
I'm like, charge my card. It's gonna take like 8 weeks. Time to let's just do it. You know, I got nothing to lose at this point. I'm obviously way too far gone, and I'm only like 22 years old. Holy shit, just dig the hole now. Fuck it, I'm crawling in. So I was going to college still at the time, and I'm walking in with an air of confidence. They tell you confidence and personality, it's not even a real thing, but no, I'm telling you, I'm strutting in. Because I said, fuck these bitches. Oh, I got my anime waifu pillow coming in.
So really quick, I've just checked his channel. He has 1.2k subs. He has 28 videos. A bunch of them seem to be random streams that have gotten like a couple hundred views each. And there's also a video here from 15 years ago, which is just, I think, a quick like phone camera of him at a show. But the rest of it seems like, oh, all of them are like very quick too. All right. So this is like the only real significant thing we can watch right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, you bitches ain't shit. Fuck. Yeah,
This is only halfway through his set, by the way, and his set's only 15 minutes long.
See me strolling in, and you're gonna be disgusted, but I don't care because this is a beautiful anime woman right here. I don't care what you got to say. So each week goes by. Actually,
Only hearing from the lefty. Oh yeah, you said your headphones are broken. It
I
sucks.
made the dean's list in my first year of college, which is completely shocking. Woo!
Oh, he
Time
finally
to
got
go
some
back, and
applause.
It's only been like 12 years, you know. I left a good mark. So just time goes by, day after day, week after week, and finally, oh my goodness, I've left the silk pillow, like the body of it, in my closet for the last 8 weeks because the way that this is going in my mind is you know how when it's time for your wedding and you don't want to see your wife, on the, you gotta wait.
This is just getting worse and worse.
She's got to get walked down by the father of the bride. I'm like, it's
No one kicked him off? No, I don't think that they do that in 2024. I think that's considered mean.
out of sight, out of mind. I can't even. But the box comes one
Like, he's getting, like, worked up just recounting this, so that's why I think it's a real thing.
day. It's got all kinds of foreign custom stickers on it, so I know it's the real deal.
Or it could just be because he's pacing.
In this box, I had a stoop on my jets. That's what they call the project, Section 8, the jets. On my stoop. And it looked like somebody had ran a fucking bulldozer over the box while it was on the stairs.
I mean, I do got to give him a little bit of credit because the projects part, I think, is new. I don't think I've heard of any incels from the projects. You know what I mean? Like, they're usually, like, associated with, like, you know, not even moving out of the house that they were born in or that they, like, lived in growing up. So, like, this guy, this self-proclaimed incel apparently moved out and went and lived in the projects. Work meeting done. Oh, man, you've missed something, buddy.
Like, it was like 3-ply cardboard, and you could see, like, the pyramid waves on the sides because it was so devastated. I think there was probably raccoons that dug in there and shit. That's okay. It was there. I come in from the stoop, and I, like, underhand it like a softball onto the couch. I'm going into to the kitchen to grab my steak knife to start busting all this tape down. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like your honeymoon, right? Probably what I would imagine. I would never know, but I'm like, fuck, I'm about to just bust this thing open. I'm about to dress this thing up.
This is very scary.
And I'm about to really dress it up. Whoo, up and down. So I come in and I'm just with a knife. And I open it, and I can see the plastic package. I can see it's her hair color.
I actually am not 100% sure, Drillithy. I'm like paying attention, but I thought we were talking just about a body pillow, but now all of a sudden it seems like we've gone to the next step.
Just sweating. My whole body's electric. And so I'm like, well, I got to, you know, I had a bed that I slept in that I pulled out of it.
Like, imagine, like, you have to spend so much time planning this, and every step of the way you got to remind yourself, like, oh, this is a good idea. This is fine. This is gonna go fine. This is innovative and new and fresh, and people are gonna get it. Like, at no point did he talk himself out of this.
A dumpster, so it wasn't even a twin. It was like a prison cot. It actually probably came from a prison. It was something. It weighed like 500 pounds of steel, but it worked. I was able to bring it in like foot by foot up the stoop.
Drillithy subscribed to Tier 1. They've subscribed for 31 months. They are amazing. Thank you, buddy.
Up until I got it in.
Let's go, buddy.
Great way to save money. So I throw it on the bed, and I'm like, all right, just like this. I bust the plastic open. And I throw the whole body cover out on the bed. And I tell you, it looked like the anime girl if she had applied makeup with a sledgehammer. If she had just stuck her entire head into a wasp hive, and also, for no reason whatsoever, huge tits.
Okay.
Just huge tits, like unfathomably large tits.
This is not going well at all.
Fuck. I got down to my knees.
No reason. Yeah, right?
And I just...
Oh, God. I hope this doesn't go bad.
I felt like what I would imagine if you had to identify a deceased loved one. Is this your waifu, sir? Oh, my God. Oh, God, no. No, please don't. Not again. All that pride, all that confidence I had built up in my gut for the last, 4 weeks,
I'm
8 weeks, whatever. I'm walking around like I'm untouchable. The hottest shit that has ever lived on this planet.
I literally don't understand.
To end up with a total monster.
I bet you that's going to be the punchline, Drillithy. He'll botch it, but that'll be the punchline.
Gut-wrenching disappointment. And there's one other thing that gives me this kind of disappointment.
If he's smart, that'll be the punchline.
And I think it's just me because I think you got to be a nut. Total psychotic and neurotic to think about this, but I stay up. I work nights, so I stay up at night, and in the break room I watch infomercials. I watch Jack LaLanne's turkey
Hey, that's my thing, buddy. You back off.
juicer and all this turkey degreaser.
We're gonna be watching some infomercials later.
And the rotisserie, the Showtime oven. Yeah, you know about that shit. And I watch, and these ones, they still play them now. And they had to have filmed them in like 2002, because I can remember when I was a kid watching them at my grandmother's house. And I could just imagine it's like some kind of horrible purgatory to be in, where you're like the old man who watches Jack LaLanne like fucking degrease the turkey. Jack.
So he's moved on from the other segment, just unceremoniously. No punchlines, no anything.
Are you telling me I'm going to save 300 calories on every meal? Oh, you'll never know. It's the grease is trapped in the pan, and it tastes just as good as the restaurant. Wow. Wow, Jack. And if you watch these infomercials, they're like 60 minutes long, and every like probably 90 seconds, it's just the same like 15-second bumper again, where it's the old man staring at the turkey grease, like, and it just happens over and over again before it like continues.
This guy's a charisma vacuum.
Because he's got to cook the turkey. He's doing it real time. They're not bullshitting you. It's the real deal, you know? Oh my God, just imagine what a legacy. Jack LaLanne's turkey.
That's not even what he's known for. He's known for the fucking juicer, you dingbat. God, get your Jack LaLanne lore correct.
Degrease hype man. I don't know, something about that.
I thought so too, Drillithy. He literally just dropped the body pillow thing. And, like, he went, oh, but he did a whole stupid thing about body pillows, then switched over to buying a real doll, which he talked about for, like, 5 minutes for no reason, and then no punchline, and then switched to this.
That just gets to me. And similarly, although I'm proud to say this is something that's out of my routine now, but I used to have these adult websites.
Oh
back in the
no.
day, it was like
Oh God. I don't want to hear this. I literally don't want to hear this.
I watch these ads because now I've got banned off YouTube like 30 times, so I had to make a new account.
Okay.
And it's unskippable ads, so it's Temu keeps popping up. They're so
I fucking hate Temu.
absolutely fucked. They can't even get somebody to voice over. It's all
I actually am with him on this specific thing.
AI now. And it's like one 3D blender model spinning around. Temu, I feel like a billion. And it's like, it's just plastic spinning around.
This isn't comedy though. This is just like, you could post this on Twitter basically.
Like, holy shit. It would be merciful.
I'm back. What did I miss? He dropped the body pillow thing. And then he started talking about how he bought a real doll. And then he just randomly just dropped it and started talking about Jack LaLanne turkey degreaser or whatever. And then he dropped that, and now he's talking about Temu. There you go, you're caught up.
To just absolute hell.
But everybody, it's funny. I mean, everybody in the chat, this is weird. This is the last joke he's making is about Temu. And I think he's doing it because he knows everybody fucking hates those ads.
I'll fire that entire factory. I promise whatever you're about to feel is significantly less painful than a life Temuing plastic coats to a bunch of starving children or whatever it is you got going on. It just makes me sick. I can't sleep for days at a time when I think about it.
Is that the end of the show?
All right, folks. Well, I'm glad I told you the most deep and intimate parts of my entire life and psyche. I'm thinking it might possibly be time for one Mr. Eric Hayden to take the stage.
And there goes his biggest round of applause that he got. And it's over. Just like that. Perfect. I want to read the comments now. We'll read the comments now. Good job powering through the silence. Lots of people would have folded. God bless you, bro. You did great, Eggy. Anyone who's being too critical needs to remember this is Eggy's first stand-up routine ever at an event where he wasn't headlining or anything. The material flowed well and stage confidence goes a long way. I like the deadpan delivery. Granted, I'm biased because I followed Eggy content for years now, but nonetheless worth celebrating. Plus, we're only hearing his audio mic input for most of it, so I'm sure some crowd sounds are missing. Looking forward to potential future performances. Signed, TN Trinket 3383. I'm 14, and what is this? Says Raven the player. Patrice O'Neal reincarnated. That's funnier than anything that the guy said. Yeah. 10 seconds in, already the best stand-up I've ever seen. Oh, this one's for, you know, for the fens in the crowd. There you go. That's for you. Okay, well that's good. That was really, really, really good. I'm glad that we witnessed that together. I'm gonna put this guy up on the screen for a second while I figure out what we're doing next. Chat, how are we doing? How you doing? Good to see everyone. Where's my windows? Where are my windows at? Dying? Oh god, don't die. Please, chat, don't die. If you die, there won't be anyone left to watch the show. What were we watching now? Oh my god. Dead air. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking the fuck out. Where is it? Okay, we're gonna do... This is a quick one. I just really thought this guy was interesting. Here we go.
I just ran out of the laundromat. I was doing my laundry and the police came in, ran me out of Mount Logan Laundry in Brigham. Yeah, they're trying to make me step out of character. They're trying to run me out of town so I don't get what belongs to me.
And that's the end of it. So then I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And it's this guy, right? This crazy looking guy, as we can all see. Edgy Tryhard said that oh, in the comments before. Yeah. So check this guy out. Anywhere you click, it's just like a random, like, I don't understand what's happening with any of these. Let me see. Thieves, cheaters, murderers, cowards. Actually, let me see this one.
There goes the train. All aboard.
All right, this one's...
Jump on the train and just go away, but not today, because I need to collect what's mine.
So...
Have a good day.
That's, again, like...
Some of you were coming at me for forfeiting the blessings God had for you, cursing your bloodlines for generations. And then you want to mock me openly and mock God?
Just a random dude on Twitter, I mean on YouTube, that's just like completely...
You guys realize, coming for me, you forfeited the blessings God had for you. Who does that?
Who does that?
Understand.
Yeah, I don't either.
God has a plan for all of us.
Just a supremely uncomfortable guy.
The blessing.
All right, so that's all. I just wanted to glance in on that guy for just 1 second. I also never understood American laundromats. You said? What's the? Sorry, I'm not following. Explain yourself. I like the laundry in my neighborhood when our washer was broken, but unfortunately it closed. Yeah, it's a weird time out there. The laundromats. One of the ones near me just closed as well. All right, it's time. Did you guys know that we were going to enter the USERVERSE today? Because we are. It's time, baby. Oh, we'll do this. Ba-da-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. That's the Enter the USERVERSE music. We're back. Super DD6 Galaxy, Dogs Eating Dog 6. He has been having a hell of a March. It's been musical March. We heard that already. All March, literally all March. He's been putting down the jams. We'll watch this first. You guys feeling relaxed? All right, cool. So it begins. Another Songtober-like event is happening on my channel. Musical March! It functions similarly to Songtober by Man on the Internet, but on March and with less songs at a time. Chad Peterson and I are doing what Man on the Internet decided to start but not finish by making covers for all the bosses for Tears of the Kingdom. And when those covers are complete, there will be a playlist showing the covers for all the bosses in order. All right, let's get into it. What's first? Master Koga with lyrics. Buckle up. Chat says no. Chat saying no. Okay, Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo, music. All right, got it. Lots of names.
Koga. Strong and best, the leader of inverted eye. Koga. From the ash rising amidst those who defy. Koga. Now prepare, time for you to blink and die. Koga. For I am here, standing with my head held high. Face my great invention, all from details never mentioned. Now you're caught in my attention. Now I'll stop your intervention.
Let's go.
Feel the strength of the Yiga. Step forth and try to foil my plan, but it will be impossible. Feel the strength of the Yiga. We'll knock you down with all our clan. You are the one responsible. It's time to cower before I power.
Yeah, he's crushing the rhythm. He's nailing all the timing.
Prepare to crush as we will always tower. Face your own disaster in the face of master. Your pain and rupture. Master Koga. Koga. Now see this resurrection of great one. Koga. And it's time when the conquest will be done. Koga.
I got no notes so far. That's why I'm being so quiet.
It's the end of your kingdom and the sun. Koga. Here you bend, you are trapped and you can't run. And as we begin to plunder, carrying.
As you guys know, I'm working on some games right now, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. If you hear Dogs Eating Dogs 6 as a character in one of them, don't be surprised at all.
All worlds asunder, you will crumble at my thunder. My machine and my own wonder. Feel the strength of the Yiga. Step forth and try to foil my plan, but it
Here comes the lawsuit. Oh my god.
impossible. Feel
I just blew the doors off of this.
the strength of the Yiga. Knock you down with all I can.
Before any of us. Listen, I love you guys, but until you can throw together a musical march like this, you're gonna have to be one step behind.
You are the one responsible. It's time to count.
Oh wow.
Before I power, prepare to crash as we will always tower. Face your own disaster in the face of master of your pain and rupture.
Listen, face the disaster.
Koga! You just got Master Koga.
You just got Master Kogod. That was awesome. What else we got? There was more, of course. That was only just the beginning of musical. Queen Gibdo, Phantom Ganon. Sorry if this is like spoilers. I didn't play this game. I have nothing. Don't worry, Izzy. We're gonna make this. We're gonna figure this out.
Desert sands press across the land, and you get to see the darkness from the sky. Like comes falling from my hand, and hear your face, the descending dragonfly. The sun.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
Crowd is not blown away, opening the depths of the temples on earth. Lightning fades on your last stage, stand before me, and my scourge is rebirth. The room is filled with the sheen. Now you will bow to the queen.
See, that's pretty good, guys.
In the sun, buried with your land, you were the ride and tried to withstand. But the sky fades out by my hands, and his kingdom will submit to my command. In the night, wind covers your sight, and the world's engulfed in gloom from my mind. Wings of all American flight, or kneel down to me as I set you alight. Lands are shackled for their doom.
Hell yeah. He's giving it all, his all. I need to smoke a little bit
Hear
more.
a voice from the dark as I roar and start my attack. Feel turmoil, feel a spark that runs rampant and fades into black. People fall to dismay, trying to faithfully withstand. But they'll be blown away and you will perish by my hand on this land. The world shakes as you fall to your fear. There's no hope to escape, for your doom is near. You cannot defend.
This is giving me a panic attack. Like, this would give me anxiety.
what you hold.
Like, imagine you're walking down the street, like, doing your, you know, shopping in the Sunday market, and this is what you're listening to?
Oh dear! Desert sands press across the land, and you see the light that fades, and your
It's giving the chat anxiety.
last stand.
Let me see what...
Strikes the darkness, and I fall to the ground. Thou
Alright, let's see.
Rising fire.
Yeah, that one's giving me heart palpitations. Phantom Ganon, Seized Construct. We'll do one more. We'll do Muktarok. It's the newest one. When's this from? 4 days ago. Ha! Excuse me.
Surrounded, a trap.
That's not him.
You both stand in the dark, polluted water stuff.
Wait, so who's he doing this with?
The field.
They usually do credits at the end, so I'll wait.
Now you have to watch the slaughter.
I think I know who it is, actually. It's not Jason Gomez, it's the other dinosaur. You know, the photorealistic one with the buggy eyes? That's who this is. That's who I'm putting my money on.
Where you will fall, drown in
Hydration reminder, thank you so much. I'm glucking it up.
blood soaked through ground. In the shark that swims fast.
Not a fan of the whispery thing. This is called ASMR, Drulity.
The dirty spray. Scorch comes and it's here
It's called ASMR and it's gonna change the world, so just get in line.
to destroy your kingdom. So you will be squished and flushed away. As I will jump around, take away your freedom. Get prepared to be thrown on the darkest pool where you drown with no chance to break.
This is awesome.
Make your way.
Okay.
to a king that will rule and create brand
I also hate ASMR unless it's me eating.
without you. Time to succumb. Now you will fall numb. Drown forever.
Izzy has only tried to do ASMR, eating ASMR once, and it was on. I think it was on this show. It was, or we were on her channel.
And surrender.
And she was like eating, and she's like chewing, and then she just starts giggling while she's chewing. And I was like, "What the fuck are you laughing for?"
No more hope for you, defender. Just
It was so funny.
accept your defeat.
It was also very innovative for ASMR, because I don't think there is any ASMR of someone like eating and giggling at the same time like that. I felt like an idiot. You were laughing like you were like doing something that you knew you would get in trouble for. You know, like you were like. It was really funny. All right, that was beautiful. Is that song? Oh, it's not over. Okay.
Corrupted. Destroy.
All right, I've had enough of this guy's voice. I want to see who actually sang this. Lyrics through Muktarok. Yeah, it was. I know these guys so well at this point that I can identify them by voice alone. That was Jurassic Verse 64. I was right. Holy shit, I need to get outside and not do this anymore. I've seen enough. Alright, let me see here. Let me see. What was next? I think that's it for USERVERSE stuff. We're tearing through this stuff. Go touch grass, nerd, not weed. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a moment to kind of. We're gonna talk really quick about what we have on the docket, and then you're gonna tell me which one. I'll put on Funky Monks for Drilithi. This is not Funky Monks. Alright, okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's good. Hold on, I gotta turn it up for just a minute. Oh my god, yeah. That is devastatingly good. Okay. Dragon's Dogma 2 rant. That's what you want? That's it. Let's go. Okay. This one's gonna be short. I'm just gonna even just bring up my tweet, because I think that's the best way to... I said it perfectly there. People liking that I forgot to post that we were going live. It's real funny, guys. Really funny crowd. Alright, let me find this. Where it at? Wow, I tweeted too much. At least the music's good. Okay, got it. Found it. Found it. Alright. Wow, that was days ago already. Time sure is flying. Okay, yeah, so... everybody was like, wanted this game to come out forever, right? You know? Let me check the chat. Okay. Oh my god, Drillithy's posting just lyrics to the song. Okay. So people were crying for this game for about 10 years, right? Comes out, everybody's super stoked. Everybody is praising the character creator as the greatest character creator of all time. Blah, blah, blah. It's a masterpiece. They're all making all these amazing characters in it and all this goody-goody articles about it. Then, actually, I should bring the article up as I say this. Microtrans, yeah. Is that my phone? I'm not picking that up. My communicator's going off? Yeah. And then Windows Central posted this. Oh my god, that's driving me crazy. Give me 1 second. That is Space Mom. So I'm gonna call her back in a second. Okay. Are we all here? Oh, it's updated. It's updated. Okay, this is gonna be good. I can feel it already. I will say hi to Space Mom in a moment. I'm gonna call her back. Okay. Sorry, this one was a little bit disjointed as I got into it. So everybody, it comes out, the character creator comes out, everybody's freaking out, they're all super happy about it. And then this specific article dropped. And this is the update. So this basically becomes a hit piece on the game from somebody who's not even really played it, obviously. And they intentionally, I'm not going to go through the whole article, but they intentionally wrote the article to make it sound like it was a pay-to-win. And in fact, I think that it originally said pay-to-win in here, and I believe that they changed it. Yeah, so they changed it from pay-to-win. And look at this. As I wrote this post, we can confirm this is now, as several of our writers have either completed or gotten very far in their playthrough. Reiterating to players... Capcom has reiterated to players that most of the items available to purchase can be acquired through gameplay. So, I'm going to turn this music off, because... or turn it down, because it's actually getting in the way of me explaining this. Much louder for me, guys. Even on the lowest. Okay. 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 I'm going to start over a little bit. So the microtransactions thing comes out because of this article, and once this article came out, the game got review bombed on Steam, and everybody on Twitter freaked out. And then after this article came out, and after people had played the game for a while, everybody realized that it was like any other Capcom game that's come out, where all of it is stuff you can acquire through the game, and you could just buy it a little bit sooner, basically. Or, like, if you want to buy more of something because you don't have time and you want to invest, like, $3 because you don't have 6 hours to get something, you know, playing it regularly. So, yeah, this guy got bullied and alright, I'm turning this off for good. So, I gotta put on something more casual. Piano jazz. So this guy, the journalist that wrote this kind of got a little bit bullied on Twitter, which I support because this was done in bad faith. Was it good? I just need something a little bit calmer because it's actually the music's too good and it's making me like pay attention to it instead of talk to you guys. And the YouTube volume control is like the worst. It's such dog shit. Okay. Chat, not holding back, just saying I support bullying game journos, fuck them, yeah. Okay, so... yeah, following its launch, thanks to us, is what it should say here. Dragon Dogma 2's rating has slowly but steadily improved. Oh, following its launch after they explained that. Yeah. Okay, cool. So anyway, fuck off with that. So my response to this was... gamers rise up, more like gamers grow up. Begged for a Dragon's Dogma revival for 10 years, now boycotting and review bombing it without even playing it over minor optional microtransactions, guaranteeing the IP will be reshelved. Dumb terminally online gamers deserve dumb gamer slop. Eat your slop, gamers. I'm going to stick with that one. That's how I feel about it. Musical March. And that's all I have to say about it. Stop being idiots about everything. Stop getting angry. Stop being angry about everything, you dingbats. You got enough going on. You have enough actual adversarial, like, people that are trying to fuck with the industry to begin with, and Capcom is one of the few that are still actually doing it right, and they figured out a way to make good games without nickel and diming people, because all of the stuff that happens in any of their games for microtransactions is stuff that you can just get in the game, and by playing the game normally, not by grinding crazy or anything. But if somebody out there wants to play Dragon's Dogma 2, and they have disposable income, and they want to spend $3 so that they can fast travel and save themselves an hour, who the fuck are you? Like, to complain about that? Are you mad that you can't do that? Like, is that what your big problem is? But it's just like, everything, every conversation around games these days is 1,000 times more nuanced than either side of any of these arguments seem to be able to handle. So, I can't say that I'm surprised about this shit. But all I will say is that if we don't get a Dragon's Dogma 3, it's going to be on you idiots this time. This one is on you guys. You can't blame any sweet babies or nothing about that one. Dingbats. I guess we might as well go into... yeah, it's on you. It's on you, Izzy. It's all your fault, Izzy. We never get... I want it known that if we never get another Dragon's Dogma, it's literally Izzy's fault. Oh my god, no crying emoji. Stop it. Stop. Izzy's like, no, that's gonna be on YouTube now. You have an important question. What's up? I'm gonna put on, like, maybe some background Dragon's Dogma gameplay. Well, I'm actually done with this segment. I have one more quick thing that I want to bring up. And gasp, it's about Gamergate. Alright? But don't freak out, because it's not bad. I'm not, like, we're not rising up over here or nothing. Don't worry. Everything's fine. But first, Izzy's question. How many eggs is too many in one day? Definitely not 5. I would actually say you could eat that again, if you wanted to. Eggs are really good, and all of the health stuff about them is bunk. Eat eggs, guys. I start my morning every day with eggs. Alright? Good stuff. Does sound amazing. Sunny side up. Choice move. Don't talk about food too much, because I'm going to get hungry, and then I'm going to want to end the show. Let me see here. Yeah, oh yeah, I guess we can watch this really quick, because we were talking about Dragon's Dogma. Like, how are you gonna hate a game that does this shit? Why can't I, okay, there we go. Watch this shit. Yeah, bad game though, guys, right? Boycott it, right? Full orchestra, but boycott it. That's video games, folks. Okay, I like that. Thumbs up on that. 1.1 million views. That's a lot of views. Okay, cool. I came over here for something else, though. What was it? Oh yeah, we're not going to stick with this for too long, but I thought this was really good. Well, not really good, but you know what I mean. Peeked in to check in on Gamergate too. The latest headline is Random Brit, who apparently represents the game industry and has been here longer than anyone else because she live streamed an Assassin's Creed themed yoga session on YouTube 4 years ago, wants to final solution 99% of gamers. If you haven't seen this, it's pretty fucking wild. This woman who has done pretty much nothing for games wrote a tweet about a final purge of what would probably account for about 95% of the game industry if they followed her. I'm not going to go into it. I just think that this is a great example of, like, as long as you feel like you're... there are certain people who they think that as long as they're morally correct about shit, that they can say whatever abhorrent, like, if they feel like they have the moral high ground, they can say whatever fucked up shit that they want. And it doesn't matter who they want to eradicate or eliminate or silence or whatever. Bullshit. Jules Hardy, fuck you. That's all I wanted to say. And that's it for that one. Okay. Damn, we're knocking these out. Is that the dumb bitch who privated? No, you're thinking of Alyssa Mercado, who's also, bad. Very bad. Yeah, they're both pathetic. I agree. There's a game journo who has all men are enemies tattoo. Yeah, probably works at Kotaku. Probably. So that is that segment. That stuff is over already. I told you we wouldn't stick on it for long. So now we have a couple of things left. We have how to play harmonica. We have let's tone our profiles, 1998 style. And we have what I had as the main event was the Boogie versus the Boogie Shaman Saga. So we have those three. What do you guys think? Oh, okay. Alright, cool. What do you guys, I'll give you guys a second to think about that. Hit it. Which thing? You said hit it. There's three of them. All of them. I'm saying which first? Harmonica. Let's do it. I like that. I like your gusto. I like your gumption. And I like your tenacity. Here we go. Buckle up. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Bobby Joe Holman, and I'd like to welcome you to Step 1.
Now, can we just, first off, this guy fucking rules. I mean, this guy is amazing. I'm going to leave you guys with this dude for 1 second. I'm going to mute, and I'm going to call Space Mom to let her know to tune in, because I didn't get to do that.
Harmonica. In the next half hour, I'm going to go over...
But you're obviously in very good hands for a minute while I do this.
Some fundamentals and some basic techniques you'll need to really get the most out of your harmonica. These techniques are also discussed in your book and demonstrated on the CD. You can stop this tape at any point to work on these concepts on your own with the help of the book and CD. At the end of the presentation, I'll play my...
So I was going to say, his mic is very low in this scene, so I'm assuming that we cut to another scene is going to suddenly be much louder. So, heads up for that.
My own versions of 3 of the easier tunes printed in the book. So, with the book in front of you and a 10-hole diatonic harmonica in the key of C, you're ready to get started. Step 1 is getting to know your harmonica. This is a 10-hole diatonic harmonica, and those holes are called air chambers. And within the air chambers are 2 brass alloyed reeds, one reed going one way and the other reed going the exact opposite. When you blow air into the harmonica, you are activating the blow reed, which is actually connected to a reed plate. And that reed is inside of the air chamber. The air goes through it, pushes the reed, and vibrates it. And the reed actually goes out of the harmonica through a hole. It sounds like this. I'm blowing air through the air chamber. It's pushing on the blow reed, vibrating it, and the reed is coming outside of the harmonica. Now, when I draw into the harmonica, the same thing occurs, only it's exactly opposite. You draw air into the harmonica, and the draw reed, which is connected to a reed plate outside of the air chamber, and it vibrates the reed and pulls the reed through a hole into the air chamber. Sounds like this. Now, after you understand how the harmonica works,
All right, how we doing?
let's talk
I
just a
didn't
minute
get to talk to her.
about
I must have missed her.
harmonica care.
Must have gone out or
Understand that
something.
these reeds, when they vibrate and go through the hole within the reed plate, the clearance is within thousandths of an inch. So that means that any kind of particle from your mouth, an eyelash, a hair, anything that gets between the reed and the reed plate, the opening, it'll stop the reed from vibrating. So when you finish playing, you want to take the harmonica and hold it like this. I'm right-handed, so I put it in my right hand, and I slap it into the palm of my left hand. And I do that a good 2 or 3 times.
I do that to hurt myself,
to make sure that there
to
is
remind
no,
myself
obstruction
of
within
all of my
the
sins.
reed and the
All right,
reed
I'm back.
plate. Another thing to remember is,
How's the audio right now?
it used to be, there was an old wives' tale that to break in your harmonica, you would take it, and after you purchased it, put it in a glass of water, put it over the faucet in your sink, put it in a shot glass of vodka or some sort of whiskey, and what that does is that takes that reed that has been finely tuned from the factory and loosens it up. And after you get all the moisture out of the harmonica and you play it, yes, the tone would be a more richer and warmer tone because the reed was broken in. But
That's
unfortunately,
neat. That's a pretty sweet
it does
idea.
a couple things that are very bad for the harmonica.
Yo, let's go. Fen rating with a party of 9 people who are now going to be petrified of being alive. Wow. I did not expect that. Thank you. And also, hey, bestie.
By doing that, you take the life of the harmonica and cut it in half, if not more. And second of all, you take the warranty that comes
Hearts
with
in the chat for
harmonica
Fen and the crew.
from the factory, and you throw that out. So, to break in your harmonica properly, you need to blow in at an even stream of air, blowing in.
There's something about the way this guy is explaining this that like you could put like horror music beneath it, and and it could be like a Saw thing. You're like chained up and there's someone like terrified and screaming.
Then draw
Too bad this didn't happen during the cringe stand-up. Oh my god, you guys missed. Holy shit.
air back in,
Potate's here, hey Potate!
going the other way, evenly up and down the harmonica. Kind of like this.
Yeah, you guys missed some amazing stand-up before. This guy does rule though, yeah. This is like the fucking like summoning aliens. This is like how you speak to aliens when they come down.
Now,
The aliens just like, yes.
the reason that you go all the way up and back down, and you can do this as many times as you feel that your harmonica needs, is you're breaking in these reeds evenly, and the
Do I
harmonica
have the Fen Pat on this
is
account?
staying
No.
in tune to itself. Back when I started to teach myself to play the harmonica, I only played the first 8 holes of the harmonica.
Okay.
7 to 8 holes. And so
Thank
I
you.
never played at the higher register of the harmonica, 9, 10, or 8, 9, 10.
That's what they call the no man's land. You stay away from those.
And so my harmonica was out of tune to itself. As I kept on playing,
The forbidden 9th and 10th holes.
this part of the harmonica became relaxed. The tone was more relaxed and deeper. And then the higher register, the upper part of the harmonica, was not being played. So those reeds were still very stiff.
Whatever you do, leave those 2 holes alone.
So whenever I did get up to the higher register, the tonality difference was recognizable. You could just be going along and all of a sudden these high
Then I didn't even know. Oh,
notes
Fens
would just
BRB.
stick out at you. So you want to remember when you get your harmonica and when you're breaking it in.
All right, this isn't.
Evenly blow
this is good.
up and down
Like
the harmonica.
this is good content when I want to feel like I'm fucking insane. Do you feel me? Like
So the harmonica stays in tune to itself.
nope, never mind. I was bailing too early. I take it back.
Now we come to the section.
I want to see if he like gets in there and starts jamming it up.
The harmonica.
I want to see him jam it up.
I hold the harmonica in my left hand because I'm right-handed, and I call it the open C. Now you look. So this is where I get this. C.
This is where the name comes from. Is the C? You get it?
You notice that my fingers
Hydration
are
reminder.
together,
Thank you.
but in a kind of a rolled fashion. You take the harmonica.
This is my hand.
Place it into your left hand.
It's harder to riff on this guy
where
because he's actually really
your
good.
Forefinger and your thumb are
And I have a lot of respect for him.
parallel, and the harmonica has about a ½ an inch that goes straight down the top of the harmonica and on the bottom of the harmonica. You don't want to put it in like this. You don't want to hold it like this.
Okay,
You
that
want
was
the
good.
harmonica.
We'll go back to it another time. Because right now, I mean, we have enough people here. We need to be getting our profiles toned, folks. Press 1 in the chat if you're ready to tone your profile. 2 if you're too afraid to tone your profile.
Hi, I'm Connie Tyne. I've been a professional model for over 25 years. And as you can guess, the key to extending my career past the age of 40 has been regular exercise.
You heard it here first. You're not allowed to have a career after 40, so I hope you guys are locking it in now.
In fact, I found that strength training helps me control my weight and keep my body...
What kind of workout outfit is that? Come on. You're telling me that's the outfit you work out in? See, now we're getting somewhere. We're like 30 seconds into this, and I'm already, like, fired up.
Last year, I began to notice that my face, especially my chin and jawline, were just not keeping up with the rest of me. I knew I wasn't ready.
They're drooping all over the place. I woke up and my chin was on the floor.
Surgery. So I asked for help from my husband, Phil Tyne. As you know, Phil was the strength and conditioning.
This is doing horrible things to you. No, the point is that... No, that's not the... It's the opposite. It's supposed to do the opposite.
Coach for the
These people are insane.
11 years, and a consultant to the U.S. Olympic volleyball team. Since then, he's been developing fitness equipment for several of the leading exercise equipment manufacturers. Well, Phil said my problem was shared by most men and women over 35, and he was sure he could find a way to reverse those sagging facial muscles and really turn back the clock. Well,
Don't worry, chat.
Phil spent months researching the...
Whatever's going on here is going to show us the way to being youthful forever, so it doesn't matter if you're self-conscious.
Anatomy of the face and the neck. And after almost a year and over 30 prototypes, Phil perfected the profile toner. And before Phil would bring the product to market, he did lots of testing, and the results were astounding. It worked not only for me, it's worked for everyone who's used it.
You just use it a few minutes a day and you get the results that you want.
The profile toner is a wonderful way
Izzy says, tone these nuts.
to exercise your chin and neck area and make you feel good and make you feel young.
The profile toner is simple to use and gives the fast results you want. Men and women alike have been using the profile toner and can really see the difference. You're going to love it too, and why not? It takes only 2 to 3 minutes a day to get dramatic results.
All right, you've sold it to me enough. Please show us the profile
to get the
toner.
maximum results, it's very important
You
to
shouldn't
use your
be
profile toner correctly.
2 minutes.
And here's Phil to give you
All right,
step-by-step
please, for the love of God, let's get into it.
Now this tape is less than 15 minutes long and well worth your time.
Does she sell a set? No.
Hi, Phil.
You know that they don't.
And thanks for inventing the profile toner for all of us.
Well, you're welcome. You know, I am
Wow, look at this
so
guy.
excited about the results that we're getting with the profile toner. While toning your face and neck is important, this is not the only benefit. Using the profile toner regularly will increase the strength in your neck muscles, helping to prevent injury.
Look at this 1998 CG.
And develop a balance between the front and rear neck.
That was as good as it got, folks.
Muscles. And it helps to increase mobility, flexibility, to reduce tension.
This sequence cost $38 million.
And headaches, and increases the circulation of the skin and your
Developed at Lucasfilm.
muscles.
Great.
As
This guy is scary.
Connie said, it's very important that you use the profile toner correctly to get the maximum results in the least amount of time.
Right? There's just like something off about this dude. Like she looks like a relatively normal human. Like she looks still like a skinwalker, but like less so. Like if I saw her in a supermarket, I wouldn't. I guess I would be in this area. You know what I mean? If I saw her in the world, I wouldn't do a double take. But this guy is very spooky. There's something very spooky about him. Very, very skinwalker.
So before we show you the 3 basic exercises and the 1 advanced exercise.
Yeah, he used the profile toner so much it destroyed his profile. It made his neck as wide, like his neck is part of his shoulders now.
I want to spend a minute showing you how to use the profile toner correctly. Take a look at your profile toner. The 2-tone color shows you the difference between the levels of resistance or the difficulty. To begin with, take the light...
Did you notice that, like, every single person they've spoken to so far, like, they have, like, a weird... Yeah, not even kidding. His neck is as wide as his face. That's insane. That's actually insane.
Blue side. This represents...
Now I can't not see it. Like, it's so weird.
And later, we're
He looks like he's got like a smaller version of that like crazy dude that has no neck that like was on I think Smokey MC talked about at some point.
progress to the
I forget the
heavier
guy's
dark
name.
blue side. This represents about 4 pounds of resistance. You should be able to do at least 15 repetitions on the light blue side before switching to the heavier dark blue side. Now the secret to the profile toner is to do each repetition.
You can see it works.
slowly
Look at me.
And very controlled.
This is fucking
so that
spooky.
Your muscles are actually working against the profile toner both in the forward action and the reverse action.
All right, this is what we all came here for. How to use your profile
Start
toner.
by taking a deep cleansing breath and relax the muscles of your face and neck.
Think about everything you've done. All the things that have led you to this point in your life.
Tilt your head back and your chin up. Position the profile toner under your chin, resting it on the top of the felt cover.
Can you fucking imagine walking into like a boardroom in like 1999 and seeing this shit? I would be upset.
It should be near the end of the felt cover. Now, lower your chin slowly to
Rips out your throat, yeah.
count of 2 or 3 as you exhale. Hold that position for a count of 2 and slowly return to the starting position for a count of 2 as you inhale. It's very important that you don't just put the profile toner under your chin and start going up and down rapidly. Just do each repetition nice and slow. You should resist
That's fucking, that was awesome.
against the profile toner in both directions. Now let's try one more time.
No, not till I see that again. I gotta see it again.
Under your chin and start going up and down rapidly. Just do each repetition nice and slow. You should
There we
resist
go.
against the profile toner in
Perfect.
both directions. Now let's try one more time. Take a deep cleansing breath and relax the muscles of your face and neck.
She's like over it. She seems fed up with the fact that she's doing this.
Tilt your head back and your chin up. Position the
Right? Am I not? I'm not losing my mind. Like, right? Izzy? She looks like she's about to murder somebody.
profile toner correctly and lower your chin slowly to a count
She's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life that I'm doing this right now?
of 2. Hold for a count of 2 and return slowly
She waited to divorce him again. Oh, so they're in your head canon, they're married. Okay.
to a count of
I do love the head canon of like all of these infomercials that the couple that's always a male and a female, they're just married. They're just like a couple that are advertising you at the same. Oh, did she? Oh my god, I'm like so dumb. So that is actually her husband. That's hilarious.
2. Connie, go ahead and do 3 more repetitions.
No wonder she's so fed up.
Start with 5 repetitions for the
I'm going to kill my husband.
first few days and then slowly work up till you can do 15 repetitions before switching to the heavier dark blue side.
Guarantee. Now this has become much more dark to me because it was an invention of the husband. So part of me is like, was the husband like at the dinner table? Because he seems like the kind of guy who'd be sitting at the dinner table, right, across from his wife, and says something like very, very just random, like, huh, and she's like, you know, she looks up from her baked chicken, and she's like, what is it, honey? It's like, oh, nothing, no, nothing. I was just, and like kind of eyes her jawline for a second, and just goes back to eating. It's like, I was just you're a little bit jowly today. Is your glands okay? Are you all right? And he's like, yeah, honey, I feel fine. Oh, okay. No, I'm just making sure because you just looked a little bit, bloated in your chin and your neck area there. Like definitely that kind of guy.
Side of the profile toner. It's that easy. And to make your profile toner even simpler, we've included a workout poster and an 8-week program card. Now the workout poster will take you
He straight up called her a turkey neck, yeah.
step by step through all 4 exercises, showing you a picture of the beginning and ending of each movement.
Oh my god! And sorry, 1 second. Again, I've failed. And the person, the model in the fucking manual is her. That is awesome.
And the program card will show
So there's no escaping it.
you for 8 weeks exactly what to do so that you get the best results possible.
Izzy, no.
I strongly recommend that you take a front and side photo before beginning your profile toner program. Day to day, you won't see significant results because you see yourself every day.
Wow. So he's even saying, listen, you don't even know how good how bad you look because you look at yourself every day. So you look like shit and you don't even know it.
But over 6 to 8 weeks, your friends and family will see the
That is insane. You look like shit. I guarantee if you use this, you won't even realize how much better you look until your friends tell you.
difference. Now let's do the 4 exercises.
This guy does have a way of making 15 minutes last much longer.
The first exercise is the neck and chin flexion. This exercise works
Neck and chin flexion, he said?
the front of your neck, the neck flexors. You'll see a toning and tightening in this area. Now first, tilt your head back and your chin up and position the profile toner correctly and lower your chin slowly to the count of 2 while exhaling. Hold for a count of 2 and then return slowly to a count of 2. You want to remember that the exercise has 2 parts, the lowering against resistance and the slow rising
There we go.
against resistance.
I'm exercising.
Honey, do 3 more repetitions and remember to breathe out on the way down and breathe in on the way up.
I can't wait to divorce you, honey. Oh, I went down too
That's
soon.
it for exercise number 1.
All right, that's 1.
Exercise number 2 is
Yeah, I hope everyone else out there is doing the reps along with me and Drilithi.
the face and chin
You have an amazing chin. What do you do?
and works the jawline.
Hey, I'm
and
just
the
staying ahead of it, okay?
area. If you have
It's maintenance.
TMJ, consult with your physician before attempting this exercise. Lower your chin until the profile toner starts to compress slightly.
Oh, it's like,
Hold your head in a fixed position. Open
I
your
literally
mouth
can't. My
slowly
chin's
by
too powerful.
pushing
My
down
jaw is
with
too
your lower
powerful for
jaw
these
to compress
exercises.
the profile toner. Remember to keep your head still and let your jaw muscles do the work. Lower your jaw to the count of 2 as you exhale.
I guess you can't do
Hold
these if
for a
you're
count of
already
2
okay.
and
Like
return
it's
slowly
like you're topped off like in a video game.
to the starting position to the count of 2 as you inhale.
This is ridiculous. Yeah,
You'll
I
start
mean,
with
this is good.
5 repetitions and work up to 15.
Oh my God, the mouth opening is
Exercise number
insane.
3, neck flexion and rotation, is a little more difficult. You'll need to pay close attention to be sure you're in the right position. Take the profile toner and place it in the center as before.
She looks so mad.
Now move it slightly to the left, halfway between your shoulder and the center of your chest. Now tilt your head to the right and turn your chin and place it on the center of the felt pad.
This is so ridiculous.
Down diagonally toward your left shoulder. You should feel the muscles on the side of your neck and below your jaw contracting.
I wonder how many people fuck their necks up with this thing.
Press down to the count of 2 as you exhale, hold for a count of 2, and return slowly as you inhale. Now let's go through that one more time to make absolutely sure that you know how to position your
Really, you're gonna make me do it again?
profile toner. Take
Yeah, it's hurting my neck just watching this.
the profile toner and place it in the center as before. Now move the profile toner to the left, halfway between your shoulder and the center of your chest. Tilt your head slightly to the right and rest your chin on the felt cover. Press your chin down diagonally toward your left shoulder. Press down to the count of 2, hold for 2 seconds, and return slowly to the count of 2. When you begin, do 5 repetitions on the
Drilithi, please tell me you're making that up.
left
I'm not even gonna look it up. I don't want to see.
side, and then move the profile toner to the right side and repeat the same steps.
Fucked up
Move
the camera.
the
Hold
profile
on.
toner to the right, halfway between your shoulder and the center of your chest. Tilt your head slightly to the left and rest your chin on the felt cover. Push your chin down diagonally toward your right shoulder.
I'm glad you made that up. Thank
Down
you.
to the count of 2 as you exhale. Hold for a count of 2 and return slowly as you inhale. Exercise
All
number
right.
4 is the advanced face and neck exercise that you can add around week number 4 or 5 of your profile toner program. We recommend that you only use the light blue resistance for this exercise. This exercise is a combination of exercise number 1 and number 2. Position the profile toner with your chin resting on the top of the felt cover. Simultaneously lower your chin by pushing it into the profile toner as in exercise number 1 while opening your mouth as you push down with your lower jaw. Compress the profile toner to the count of 2 as you exhale. Hold for the count of 2 and return slowly to a count of 2 as you inhale. Make sure you begin with only 5 repetitions for the first week. You can slowly progress to 15 repetitions. To maximize your results, remember to get regular exercise for overall fitness. Drink 6 to 8.
And there we go. If you exercise, it will just make your neck and your everything else look slimmer, you dingbat. It's nothing else is doing anything.
8-ounce glasses of water to hydrate your skin, and eat a healthy diet that includes lots of fruits and vegetables. The profile toner is simple to use, but the results are amazing. The profile toner can be used by almost anyone who wants to firm and tighten their neck, jaw, and chin. Both men and women are getting fantastic results from the profile toner.
Oh God,
Before
I
beginning
need
the
to
profile
stop
toner
this.
workout, take a few minutes to read through the illustrated manual and safety instructions. The profile toner is hand washable, and we do not recommend machine washing and drying. Once you have mastered the profile toner workout and the 15
Listen, Dorothy, you did okay, all right? You did great.
repetitions become easy.
Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean it was bad, okay?
Turn the
Who am I, really?
profile toner over to begin using the dark blue side that provides more resistance. Like weight training, you may need to add even more resistance in order to continue to see improvement. We
Okay.
have available for purchase
How much is this?
a more
All right, we're good.
advanced profile toner that has 2 more resistance levels. Call the phone number in your manual for information. As always, the most important part of any exercise program is consistency. So stay with the program and you'll see great results. Thank you, and if you have any questions, call the toll-free customer service number in the manual.
All right, cool. We did that. It's time for the one and only. Hold on, I'm getting music on. All right, this is what we're gonna listen to for this segment, because I can hang out to this, and I don't feel like I'm gonna be talking over it. Okay, guys, it's time for the main event. This made my arm hurt even more. How did that happen? By the way, I hope that your arm is feeling better, or your wrist is feeling better. 7 installments of $49.99. Is that what it said? I missed that part. There's no way that thing was. There's no way that thing was hundreds of dollars. That's insane. Nerve pain. That sucks. All right, here we go, guys. All right, first things first, some context. Wow, this actually isn't working.
Something I've always wanted to try.
Okay.
There's a lot of research that came out of Europe, and now we're doing it here in the United States, where psychedelics can help reset certain brains. People who experience childhood abuse, people who've gone through trauma, people who deal with post-traumatic stress disorder, and I'm all of those. To be honest, I'm scared shitless. It's one of the only things I haven't tried yet.
Relithy, it's not that I'm too literal. It's just that I trust you implicitly, and everything that you say, I completely believe without a second thought. We're watching right now. We've entered the Boogie Shaman Saga. I thought this was a very funny part of his recent times. Oh my god! Stop it, you two. Both of you stop it. You're both funny and great. So we're in the segment now. We're in the main event now. We're going to be going over the entire Shaman Saga. I've been doing my research. We're going to start off with this because this is the first introduction that most people had to the Shaman that we're going to be going that we're going to be talking a little bit more about in a bit.
So let's give it a shot.
My given name is Ryan Arthur DiLeolio, and I've adopted the name Flaming Star. There's one thing that's undeniable, is that there's always this question about why. Why am I here? Existence. What's really happening?
the heavy hitters, everyone.
Who am I?
Big brain questions. No one's thought of them before this guy.
That's what happens when you seek out hallucinogenics. It's going to allow everything else physically here to relax. The emotional stuff is going to come out. Trauma is going to come out. But afterwards, you're...
Yes, professional shaman, and it's some random white dude from Alabama. I forget who I was watching about this at some point. I think it might have been PPP said it. He was like, back in the day, white people would get like their shamans from like their shamans were always like some voodoo master from like a you know, from deep in the jungles of some random country, but they're like an actual shaman. Now it's like in 2024, just random dudes in like Alabama will like take shrooms once and they're like, I'm a shaman too. And it's funny that that's where Boogie went with it. He just went on basically on Reddit and like found a random human that has shrooms and was like, oh, this is my look at this picture right now. Look at this image. If you've gotten to a point where you've found a random man on Twitter, I mean on Reddit, and now you are standing beside him and he has his hand on your head like he's your fucking spiritual guide, and you're staring into a fire together in the middle of the forest, you fucked up really bad, guys. I know that sounds cooler when I say it like that, but you fucked up.
Their original positions. That's why.
Is your neighbor is a shaman and a yogi? I mean, yeah, but are Croatian shamans and yogis a real thing?
He'll be mind, body, and spirit all one together.
Well, then there you go. See, that makes more sense than this.
We're all connected.
I believe
When
it.
you get to a certain point of understanding inside your intellect mind,
Inside your intellect mind, he just said.
that connectivity, you realize your hands are basically like USB ports.
I mean,
So these are the. It's crazy to think.
I'm rubbing my USB ports all over you. How does that feel?
That something that just grows out of the ground has so much power, and I'm actually holding it in my hand right now. But here we go.
This is so fucking stupid. Boogie's the last person that should be doing shrooms.
They don't taste bad. Honestly.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
So that doesn't taste too bad.
You haven't swallowed it
They're
yet.
pretty good and dry. Everybody just says kind of earthy.
Stem and all.
Oh, the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
Didn't even chew it.
May God bless you and be with you on your journey.
Isn't that too much? I wouldn't know. I'm not a certified shaman like Flaming Star. Chief Flaming Star. Yeah, it's a good point. He's quite larger than your average man.
Okay, so I think we've been about 20 minutes in.
This is unrelated. I just am taking a nap.
About 15, yeah.
About 15. So we're about 15 minutes in, and I started to feel
I'm gonna definitely be using that picture for the cover.
things are kind of wavy and kind of disconnected. It's kind of like my brain works on multiple channels, and like I have to pick and choose what I'm concentrating on.
This is like after 15 minutes. That's what he's saying. Come on.
I've driven balls.
Maybe this is the cover I'll use.
I have no clue where the fuck I am or even who I am.
See, like, this is again, like, this is him playing shit up, exaggerating the fuck out of it. You're not that far, like, even when you're having, if you're on a trip with mushrooms, you're not like, I don't know where the fuck I am and what the fuck I'm doing. Like, you're not that self-aware and saying those things. Like, it's such a cosplay. He can't even take this serious. He's fucking this up somehow.
I don't give a fuck. I recognize.
He's about to experience the second part of the realization of letting go. And we're going to get to the other side of it. I told you they'd come. It's going to get nice and bright in about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And the reflection in the water is really cool too. So what do you think was the first
Where's Fen? Hold on, we'll pause here till Fen comes back. Fen, are you around, buddy? I got something for you. Special delivery. Dogs are barking.
trauma that you experienced which basically set up like a defense mechanism for you?
Man,
Yeah, the parents are just crazy. They're broken people.
Parents?
That would be like the funniest. That would have been the funniest ending to the documentary ever. The chat says, "Imagine he leaps into the fire." I mean, you know, not funny, but funny.
Yeah. Stewart's.
Welcome back, Potate. You're just in time. You're just in time for the main event.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's okay. That's me hearing this information. Who is this person this is meant to be of? This is about BOOGIE2988. We're going over the Shaman Saga, which is something that happened to him recently that was very funny.
Yep.
Right now, we are watching the part of the Michael Klum documentary that basically is the introduction to these two meeting each other and him taking mushrooms with this shaman that he found from Alabama. I've never heard of this person in my life. This is good. Well, welcome to... See? Listen, anybody who's watching out there on YouTube who thinks everyone in the entire world knows who BOOGIE2988 is, and I'm covering something that everybody else has covered, whatever. There are people in my audience who've never heard of this person, so... F you, buddy.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
What?
Like, they don't, I mean, that shit doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
No, nobody, no, Izzy, don't. I mean, it's a good question, but it's still. BOOGIE2988 coming at you through the power of the internet.
That was the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it happened so long ago. Like, I've just been waiting for the right time to just drop that shit.
So,
And he hasn't. As you've seen since this documentary came out. Even just the lawnmower thing we covered last episode. Like, you've seen that this left no lasting impact on him whatsoever. Like, how do you do shrooms out under the open stars?
did you feel the need of this separate personality? Is that what, was that like?
And now he's getting randomly gaslit by somebody who doesn't understand what Francis was, I'm assuming.
What you used as a coping mechanism to socialize with?
From a man who can barely speak.
Oh, that's exactly what it is, right? Like, I didn't know what the hell.
Has now successfully gaslit him into being like, oh, that character I made for the lulz, back when that was all that you needed to do, is just be a funny character and be funny and people would laugh. Yeah, I did that because it was like an escape mechanism from this and that, because a fucking shaman got in my head and made me do shrooms and is now gaslighting me in my past. Idiot!
I don't know how to communicate what I was dealing with or what I was going through, and I just...
Right, we put on these different faces.
Admit that you had a good idea and you did something that was actually revolutionary that got you to 5 million subs when nobody, it's like insane.
In order to deal with situations in society.
You try to give people
Everybody had pats for potato.
what the hell they want.
And then you felt like that was the need to make up Francis or other personalities?
Yeah.
Are you ready to let all that go?
Yeah, please, man.
The dog's out.
Oh my God. This is the first time I've ever felt happiness.
That is such horseshit.
Wait, what?
Happiness. This is the first time I felt it. So I was about to tell him,
Why did he laugh at that like that?
It's all kind of bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just all the things I've been worried about.
Because you are the master of your own orchestra, man.
It's a game, right?
You're the master of your own orchestra. It's like such dingbat, like...
So it's up to you to choose.
That's not even the right thing. What is that? Oh, that's the thing. Alright, feet out again. Perfect.
Can you get up? Hello?
Alright. I think that was the end of that. Okay, that was the end of that segment. That was all we were gonna be watching from this. Now, I don't know where to... You know what? I'll put Boogie sitting in front of the fire. We won't put the feet, because that's too much for too long. There we go. That's perfect. I'm going to put this on the screen for the moment while I sort out how to even do this. This will kind of also serve as the background for what we're doing. The shaft for list production. I don't see it. No head pats for Brain, sorry. Oh, Brain denied. Totally owned. Alright, cool. I'm going to put the music back on. We're going to get back into this. Alright, so you've now seen the introduction between these two. So, from there, you think everything goes nice and happy, right? So, what winds up happening is... on January 29th, somewhere around there, some guy comes onto the Kiwi Farms. Gasp, I know. Says, my gut says this is probably nothing, but this Reddit account has been spamming a case number supposedly from the Springdale, Arizona PD, while claiming something about Boogie setting up for his shaman to get robbed. So, this suddenly shows up, right? And then somebody finds this account. I don't know how specifically this is going to work. I think I could just drag and drop, right? No? Doesn't work that way? I wish it did. Oh, it does. So then somebody finds this on Reddit. Pops up right afterwards. Okay. Wait, what happened? I missed a lot of stuff. I like their stuff, TOS. What's against TOS? What did I do that was against TOS? As if Doc would allow that, Drillithy. He would not. The fuck? Drag and drop. Alright, you guys are just saying nonsense to me. So they find this Reddit account and they're like, is this him? Yeah, no head pats for Brain. He's done. He's out of here. And this account starts posting shit. Alright, I like this. I like this is working. I think... Yeah, okay. That's good. Alright, so now we're getting into some weird shit here. So we have... Oh, is it not going to let me... This one I can't drag over? Get it together, KW. Alright, here we go. So then after that, this is the case number, which is information that people can talk about. Oh, you were joking that Izzy was banned from... No. Absolutely not. Do not do that. I'll ban you if you do that. So Stephen Williams, just for a heads up, that is Boogie. That's Boogie's name. That's not a dox, as obviously his name's all over the internet, so... This guy is Chief Flaming Star. And the bottom guy, Practical Bit. I keep realizing the cursor's not showing up. Nobody's getting banned. Nobody's getting banned, Firemax. So, Come Away 88 asks, what is the case about? And then this private account that is later turns out to be Chief Flaming Star says, Stephen Williams is a covert narcissist, and after I bought $100,000 in magic cards, he coerced Mr. Glenn Whitman into stealing them from me 4 days later. Detective Thompson of the Springdale Police is the detective assigned to the case. So, what happened here... First off, Mr. Glenn Whitman. Glenn Whitman is the guy that earlier on in the documentary that you see him wheeling and dealing his magic cards with, that runs the shop that he's been going to forever, that Boogie's been going to forever. That's the guy that owns that shop and runs that shop and is the guy that buys Boogie's cards from him. Whenever it talks about him selling cards, it's this guy, Mr. Glenn Whitman. So, now Chief Flaming Star is claiming that he bought $100,000 in magic cards from Boogie. And that Boogie, after this, coerced Glenn Whitman to break into Chief Flaming Star's house and steal those cards from him. So, that's where we are now. Well, not where we are now, but where we are now in the story. The name of the place is Gear Gaming. That's the community meeting space where everyone dedicated to belief that everyone belongs around the gaming table. They have stores in Bentonville and Fayetteville. He's a very well-liked guy who's done a lot of good stuff. So, first comments from Kiwi Farms over here that I noticed were $100,000 in magic cards. There's no way this guy has that kind of cash to drop, especially on something like magic cards. The only thing that ties Boogie to this, because they're still trying to figure it out at this point. Like, if this is a real thing that's happening, which they later find out it is. The only thing that ties Boogie to this is that he supposedly coerced the shop owner to steal the cards. And then, there's a rabbit hole. His TikTok is like a rabbit hole. I haven't watched this, and I don't know what the language is going to be, so I apologize in advance. And I don't even know if I'm going to watch it, like, if we're going to put it up on the screen. I think I'm just going to play the audio for it. And we'll give it a shot. So... is this the right thing? Oh, this is him complaining about the... This is Chief Flaming Star a day later after this started to come out, complaining about Michael Klum clowning on him, and Mudahar clowning on him.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the current situation. So, this guy...
So this is Chief Flaming Star talking.
BOOGIE2988.
If this gets, like, nasty, I'm going to close it. I don't know what to expect.
He gets a hold of me. Alright? We make a video. Alright, let's see. Where is it? The side, dark... Actually, here. We could just type it in here.
Alright, what is
Sad,
it? Alright, let's get to it.
And we're going to go to...
Alright, so this is the... He watches the part in the documentary,
Okay,
right?
So
that's...
Psychedelics can help reset.
Alright.
Mentally ill people. Alright, I work with terminally ill people. I work with mentally ill people. And we use different forms of Native American medicine to help people. Now, I was asked to help this person. Okay? Now,
There's video for this, but it's just him talking at the camera, and I can't bring it up without bringing up Kiwi Farm, so I'm not going to risk that.
let me show you what happened when I was asked to do that.
Welcome back, Fen. You missed some quality feet before.
Okay. So we go, and he gets high. I give him some mushrooms, right? And we go through the experience, right?
He's about to experience the second part.
I'm going to get rid of this, actually.
Realization of letting go. And we're going to get to the other side of it.
Oh, you're going to be hearing that sound a bit.
So,
Actually, I'm going to just hide these.
Why does that really matter? Well, old Mike Klum.
He sounds like a burnt out Sonic. He sounds like a burnt out Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right. Let's see old Mike Klum here. Well, Mike Klum gets on here. All right. This is Mike Klum, by the way. Here's the guy that did the video. The video currently has 4.7 million views. All right. Well, now, here's something interesting. Some ordinary gamer...
That's Muda. For those that don't... I'm not really a big Muda fan, but I also don't dislike him either. I just don't really care.
Podcast, right, with this Mudahar guy talk about me in their video.
Fen, Izzy doesn't have to tell you when she does or doesn't nap.
Okay.
Consider that New Year's resolutions are not the answer for you this year.
Here's what they have to say.
So now we're being Inception. This is an ad that is running that he doesn't bother to skip while he's talking.
And therapy can help with that. As a therapist,
All right, there we go.
Whoever owned.
This is almost over, guys, and then we'll keep going.
Yeah, I mean, like if during that 9 months, like things happened in the other, I would have titled it something else. But I genuinely came away from like, this is dark, this is sad, this is depressing, and you know. But yeah, the psychedelics, yeah, Flaming Star, that was probably the most like. It was.
Did you do any shrooms?
I didn't do shrooms. That's not my thing. But yeah, I filmed and I had my camera guy with me too. So.
Dude, you're such a legend. Look at this dude. He takes him out to the middle of the forest. He gets him high as a kite, and he's just sitting there filming.
Content machine.
Yeah.
This is what I love about like him being like as brave in some cases. Like I would never go out into the fucking woods in a million years with like Flaming Star. Like goddamn,
That's what I was saying at the beginning.
is scary as shit.
Games your belly. The hell's he
Dude,
gonna
when
do?
he was
Ben, you're about to be fired.
when you were filming the scene and you were driving in the woods, I was just like, no, I really love that idea. You disappear.
See, if he would have still at least
That's what I was saying before. Like, I wouldn't have gone out there with that dude.
been fat cute, then maybe. But
Yeah, no. Listen, we all love fat, cute guys, but the truth is that, yeah, the worst.
This guy talking right now is Michael Klum, the documentary dude.
part was
I don't trust the guy, by the way.
I didn't know this guy was dying of stomach cancer, and then when his stomach starts to hurt and he had to sit down, that's when I'm like, what the f is going on? Like, I'm in a random woods in like Fayetteville, Arkansas. BOOGIE2988 is tripping balls. This guy's dying of stomach cancer. He has the cure for AIDS. And I'm just running this corporate video company. I want to make a fucking documentary and some shit. So at that point I was like, all right, whatever. So I came home and then started at.
So there's your white privilege and ignorance on display, Mr. Klum, because here I am,
The whitest man in Alabama saying that is insane.
cancer-free, and I beat all that cancer, and you and your little friends are talking shit online.
Okay, perfect place to stop before I go further. This guy claims that he had stage 4 cancer and was on his deathbed, and that everybody in his life came to his bedside and was like saying goodbye to him and like saying farewell, goodbye, and that he just woke up the next day and it was gone and he cured it and it was over. And it's like part of his story that he goes around telling people is that he conquered stage 4 cancer just by sleeping it off in a hospital. Yeah, exactly. This pseudo psychos always say shit like that. It's really funny to me. So yeah, there's that. Okay. So then he posts so these two pictures I have up on the screen right now are Flaming Star posting 2 TikToks with 2 screenshots of DMs between him and Boogie discussing this. So I'm going to read this for the crowd on YouTube. Starting off with Boogie. Boogie says, "Hey man, I can't really control what other people say. The best I can do is promise you I'll never have a bad word to say about you. And I also gave you a positive mention in the video that's coming out. I can send on those scans, but they're not going to care, but I'll do it as a courtesy. I can also promise you that I will never personally bring you up again, so hopefully they cannot find it as an excuse to be a terrible fucking human being. I mean, it makes no and then Chief Flaming Star replies with, I mean, it makes no sense why they would have an attitude to something so wonderful. Boogie says, I can promise... Oh, wait. Then he says, they just don't believe, man. They are convinced it's all a con. Can't do much with people that. Cool. But even if they were convinced, they would try to take it down harder. They are merchants of pain. I mean, it's plain as day... Oh, wait. And then, Chief Flaming Star says, I mean, it's plain as day, those scans... I don't even know what this is about. This is, like, actual nonsense. I got gifted a book about gemstones, and there was a section about how stones help with disease. Yeah, what's his name did that when he was on his deathbed? Andy Kaufman, I think it was. He would just lay there, and they'd put gemstones all over him, and it didn't do shit. Okay, so there's those. Alright. So, you're probably wondering about certain things here. We're going to start going through. Alright. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is kind of broken right now. But I think I found the right one. It's a little bit disjointed. Sorry, guys. I'm like collecting different things and putting them in randomly as we go through. The chat is actually being insane. Are you friends with Boogie? How did you get connected with buying cards with him? And I don't know how this is connected to that. I mean, these are unrelated. I don't understand. So, people will ask him questions and he'll just reply with random conversations he's having with Boogie that don't have anything to do with anything. And it's like really weird to me. And it's like supposed to prove something? I'm deleting these. Alright. Let me try and find more interesting stuff. Because it's not even perfectly clear what wound up happening between, like, what caused the breakdown when you go through this stuff. Okay, here we go. So, alright, I'm gonna read, this is gonna be very silly, and you guys are gonna think this is the stupidest thing ever. Because I think it's the stupidest thing ever. Oh, that's not how that happens. Alright, get ready for this. A slightly bloody pair of dry thumbprints are going to be on the screen. So if you have an aversion to blood, just listen along. But this is really not, like, violent or bad, alright? It's just very stupid. So, these two when they were high on shrooms, decided to write a ridiculously barely legible, blood pact about these cards. And they signed it, and they literally stuck their fingers and just didn't even do this properly. This is just a fucking mess. None of them, they can't write. Those fingerprints are insane. Yeah, they're sus fingerprints. I mean, holy shit. Let me find the... Someone thankfully transcribed it, because they're very nice. And they're not making us read this stupid shit off the page. Okay. This is a letter... Wait, is this the right one? Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is a letter of intent. Ryan Arthur D, which is Flaming Star, will take the agreed-upon collectible cards whose value is estimated... whose value is estimated value of $100,000 and have them itemized and evaluated. Then when a full catalog is presented to the owner, Stephen Williams, that's Boogie, the cards will be purchased at the evaluated price if both parties consent to the purchase. If the cards are not evaluated in 1 month's time, by February 16th, the cards will be returned. If the cards are not returned, the value of $100K will be paid to the owner. Signatures, thumbprints in blood. And then there's apparently a second page, which I didn't see. Holy shit, there is. Okay. There's a second page, a second contract. Alright. There we go. Oh, I deleted too many. Okay, so this one says... God, look at this handwriting. This handwriting is insane. My handwriting's, like, not incredible or anything, folks, but it's not this. Certainly not this. Hold on, let me get myself ahead of this. Jesus. There's too much nonsense on the screen now. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Okay. To thine self be true. I will not quit on learning to love myself. I will nourish my body. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I will nourish my body. I will pay it forward. I will not lie anymore. And there's their signatures. Your handwriting is worse than that? Oh my god. I refuse to believe that. Alright. So they're writing contracts, they're signing them in blood. People are literally... Yeah. So then he goes, I'm an Indian chief and I signed it in blood. And then, the guy replies with this, to him saying... The guy said... Okay, the guy that he's saying this to, that he's, like, sending these pictures to, says, holy fuck, dude. Okay, look, I'm working on transcribing all this, so please don't delete this chat or anything because it will disappear on me. And this is what he replies with, Chief Flaming Star. On the real deal, man, I have a double black belt in Kung Fu. I'm the only human to beat stage 4 esophagus cancer, stage 4 PSO has cancer and metastatic disease. I beat all of them naturally. I was adopted by the Cherokee Indians, and I was granted the position of chief and my own tribe. I go around and I work with terminally ill people and mentally ill people. Which explains why he was hanging out with Boogie. Yeah, what is he yapping about? And also, by the way, my video on the right is loading. What does that mean? Is that something with this? I'm scared. I got full bars over here. So whatever you're talking about, ain't it with me. Oh, from Video Ninja. Okay. So he's doing this, right? Okay, so this is coming out while he's explaining. All right. Got it. Okay. So sorry, because we're going. That's like further down in the screen caps that are here. Some of these are jumbled up, so I'm like sifting through it a little bit in real time as we go through this. Okay. So all right, perfect. I'm back on track. So while this is going on, Chief Flaming Star finds himself in a position where he's now talking with Glenn. Again, Glenn Whitman, the guy who runs that shop. This is Flaming Star. I have video of you taking the stuff out of my stuff being the magic cards. So at some point, Chief Flaming Star is claiming that that Glenn went into his house and took the magic cards back that he had sitting there as part of that contract, right? As for my Video Ninja, you did not disable it? Yeah, I did. Oh, did I accidentally re-enable it? That might be what it is, because I disabled it at the beginning. Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry. I meant... Hang on. That was literally just a... Yeah, that was from last time. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. So Chief Flaming Star now says, I have video of you taking the stuff out of my truck, and I have 5 eyewitnesses that have said that I was distracted while you did that. So yeah, he apparently wasn't home when this happened, and the guy that runs that game shop came into his house, broke into his house, and took the magic cards out of his house. So then Glenn replies with, Ryan, I've never lied to you in all of this. I've always said that I was doing what I was comfortable with and what I thought was right. I've told you that I was not okay with this stuff, and how you even told you when you were having full conversations with me that I was missing contacts with what you were talking about. I've consistently said that I thought what I thought right versus was wrong. This guy doesn't know how to type. So I don't know what he's actually talking about. What he's basically trying to tell the dude is that he's named Glenn Gear Magic in his phone is, Bro, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even have the context of what you're explaining. Let me see. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so now people are starting to dig into these accusations that something happened while he was, while Chief Flaming Star was out, because he's walking around now claiming this shit, right? So the guy that was talking to him asks him, so you bought 100K cards from Boogie, then Boogie's friend Glenn stole them out of your truck. Oh, it wasn't out of his house, it was out of his truck while he was distracted. Which is confirmed, by the way, this happened. But since they weren't actually, Chief Flaming Stars, and they weren't, and they weren't, what's the word I'm looking for? That wasn't a binding contract. Like, it wasn't a legal binding contract. Thank you, I need this hydration reminder. He says, when did this happen? It happened on Martin Luther King Day, first off. Sorry to grill you, but I can't see any reports. I'm sure you understand. So this is not reported anywhere. And he says, Macadoodle's Liquor Store in Springdale, Arkansas. Grand larceny. So then he comes in with... I gotta get rid of some of these. Perfect. Glenn Whitman, that's the friend of this Glenn? Yes. So they just straight up stole shit back from you? Do you have any evidence of directly confronting either about the cards? Yes, Detective Thompson from the Springdale Police is the detective assigned to the case. Can you send me a screenshot? That would be most convincing. Alright, so... Okay. So then they have a conversation back and forth. Him and Boogie are arguing back and forth, right? The guy asks him, I thought you and Boogie were tight. I thought you guys were bros. What happened? This is what he replies with. He is a covert narcissist. Has been lying to you for about 15 years. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you can see the truth about his narcissism now. Ha ha ha. This is what he does. He self-sabotages everything good in his life. That's true. That is true about him. BRB, it's pissing time. Go for it. Desi broke up with him and left him after my ceremony, but not because of the text from that guy. Yep, he absolutely does. I'm going to write this up now. If you feel like sending me any more screenshots. She saw the real Steven come out when he was having... Alright, there's more. I'm going to delete some of these really quick because they're getting in my way. Sorry about the noise. That's my computer going, do you want to delete everything? And I'm going, yeah, baby, burn it down. Alright, cool. We're back. YouTube crowd's gonna be like, man, this is the best iteration of this story I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna tell them I know. Stop interrupting me. Welcome back. So he continues. He says, she saw the real Steven come out when he was having an ego death. She wanted nothing to do with him after I revealed the truth inside of him. So, I meant to ask, is... Hang on, is Desi the like 18-year-old chick? Is that who that is? Izzy, you probably actually know the answer to this. Okay, so now Chief Flaming Star is claiming in these in this conversation that Desi has broken up with Boogie and is no longer living with Boogie anymore. After he had his ego death, she saw the real side, the real Steven, the real Boogie, and left him. I don't know if this is true or not. I don't think it is. I think they've been seen together since. I'm pretty sure they've been seen together since. So, I think that's bullshit. So he goes, wait. The guy goes, wait, they broke up? Yes, she left him and went back to Texas. Back to Texas? Isn't she from Missouri? And then he said, and then Flaming Star says, he said he took her to a farm in Texas. Huh, interesting, the guy that he was chatting with says. I know they've been to Texas recently for sure. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the birthday cake picture, because everybody was making fun of that. What's his name? Pod Awful posted a picture where he swapped the 2 and the 1, which I thought was very funny. So yeah, this guy's right, and he's like, everything you're saying doesn't make sense. I believe that's the end of this conversation, this part of the conversation. Okay. Let me, this is the last one in this list. I mean, in this collection. And then I don't know exactly where it goes from here. I think we might be getting into the silly part, the very silly part next. Because if you thought this was silly, this is not silly. There's like, it gets ridiculous. This is going to get insane. We haven't even gotten to the retaliation yet. Okay, so you know, the last part of the conversation that we have here is, you know, Boogie's on probation and has all kinds of conditions right now too, right? Because he's like not allowed to go outside, I think, in certain conditions or whatever. You look, Boogie just released a this is Flaming Star says, if you look, Boogie just released a video of me working at his house. Yes, I've known him about 16 years. In this part, I'm the king of blades from Blizzard Entertainment. I'll let that one sink in. I've been esports royalty from 2008. King of blades from Blizzard Entertainment. Yeah, it's not it's like literally nothing. Again, it's like another delusion that as the instant that you Google it, it's shown that it's nonsense. So like this guy is definitely out of his fucking mind, and he's also a lolcow, for sure, at this point. Which is the other thing I wanted to say about this, which is remarkable, is that you very rarely have a moment. It happens sometimes, but not super often, where you have like a galaxy of a fucking lolcow that is so powerful that it somehow sucks in another black hole that turns into a lolcow, and then there's two lolcows kind of crash together in the world, and in that part of the galaxy. Yeah, he what? Exactly. King of Blades of Blizzard Entertainment makes no... It's literally nonsense. Alright, so there's that. Okay. So now, the people on this forum are like, this has got to be a fake psyop right now. This can't be real. You know, they think this is like a World Wrestling Federation thing. Yeah, they found this. They found like another like random ass like Instagram of him, where now he's a private chef and a landscaper. He's an esports coach, brand specialist. He's a bodyguard. Don't forget that he's a dom, everyone. Father to the most precious woman on the planet, Riley. That's such a fucking weird way to say it. So this guy's just like a bizarre creep. Just in everything he does is weird. And he's definitely, like, addled from too many fucking shrooms. Okay. Okay. There's a little bit more. That comes up a little bit later. Another conversation with someone else that he was talking to. Hey, got a few questions about the Boogie situation before it blows up. Let me get rid of this. Boogie said on stream he'd only probably get around 60 to 70k for his cards, wondering why you chose to purchase them for 100k. Also, did Boogie and his girlfriend break up? Oh my god, male dom, yeah. Imagine, this fucking dude can't even dom his way out of his bedroom half the time, probably, to get a fucking glass of water, because he's shroomed up. We did, so, he says they did that as a marker, and then, yes, Wednesday after I left, they broke, so he reconfirms this. Any reason you chose to purchase the cards from Boogie was a sign of friendship to help him out with his financial struggles. Also, do you have confirmation from Boogie that Boogie worked with Glenn to steal the cards back? Yes, you're exactly correct. It was to help him out with his financial struggles. I was being his friend. Yeah, and it's like just a bunch of rambling nonsense. Okay, this part doesn't have screen caps, so you're gonna just have to deal with me for a minute. January 29th, Boogie fires up his live stream. He addresses it live. He says Ryan is angry that Boogie changed his mind about selling the cards to him and showed the contract off. If they had a written contract and Boogie took the cards back, that's pretty cut and clear breach of contract, no? Says it's a legal matter now, and the police can talk to him if they want, admits to taking the cards back. So Boogie admits to taking the cards back, one way or another. So that is not a lie. There was some sort of master operation while this guy was outside, and he getting liquor from a liquor store. Two men ran to his car and stole the magic cards back. That happened. Boogie now claims what threw him off was Ryan picking up Sammy by the... Oh, right, okay. So then, they're living together, right? This is another whole completely stupid thing. Now, apparently, Boogie out of nowhere goes, well, guess what, guys? The reason that I kicked him out and we're not friends anymore is because he grabbed my dog by the nape of the neck and threw him across the room. Just out of nowhere, just drops that in. So there's that. Don't know if that's true or not. You never know with Boogie. You really don't. And it's like, you just can't say that it is and then like have no proof of that. So Boogie now claims that, and then that when Boogie kicked him out, he claims Ryan said he had forfeited his cards at that point. So he got a third party, which was Glenn, to go and get his cards back. So it turns out Boogie did orchestrate Glenn going into his truck and taking those cards out. So that happened. So there's no mistaking it. The one thing that it seems the shaman was correct about was that Boogie did take the cards back. Boogie continues to seethe about it. Ryan thought he could hurt me going to the internet. Even if someone is stupid enough to believe that I would do that, blah, blah, blah. Totally typical Stephen Cope and Seethe, according to the forum. He's trying to get a game going, but keeps interrupting himself. He's asking chat, tell me what services you think Ryan rendered. Says Ryan thinks he healed Boogie's back by laying hands on him and fixing his back. He's literally referring to the touching he was doing to Boogie in that video, so it wasn't weird enough for Boogie not to use it in the video, but now he's shit-talking it. Which is a great point. What does it matter what services he rendered if there was a signed contract between that Boogie breached? That's not how the law works. So, like, the forum doesn't even know who to believe anymore. Boogie admits... So check this out. Check this out. The reason that Flaming Star believes that Boogie and Desi broke up is because Boogie told Ryan that he and Desi broke up, and then admitted to lying about it on stream. Maybe it was a mistake on my part, but I did it. I don't know. So, like, Boogie doesn't help with any of that. All right, so let me see. What's next? Yeah, brain hurts. It's just them fucking being completely stupid towards each other. Okay. So then, a forum guy, he, yeah, so just to sum it up, based on a guy that has summarized it up to this point, the shaman's completely out of his fucking mind. Boogie signed with a bloody thumbprint a letter of intent to sell his magic cards for $100,000 if they were evaluated that high. No sale was ever made. Question marks. Sammy abused the Sammy shield. Shaman abused the Sammy shield, according to Boogie, which that's like code for he abused the dog. Boogie got his friend to steal / reclaim the cards from the back of the dude's pickup while he was out buying liquor. Shaman replies by spamming Reddit, which is what we were looking at before, and contacting the police and filing a report with a detective. Boogie admits to being a pathological liar on stream while begging for money. And admits that half of the things that the shaman believes are because Boogie told him those things. And then, all the while, Keemstar is sleeping while Boogie ruins content that should be saved for the podcast. So that's where we are for this whole thing. So earlier I said that wasn't a binding contract, right? Someone else later on says, this is not a binding contract. Chief Many Shrooms would have had to have provided some sort of goods or services in consideration for his end of the deal. There's no suggestion that he traded the cards for therapy, and he calls the guy a redskin, which is pretty funny. Because then the redskin didn't give Boogie any money, so I'm not seeing where there's any cause of action here. So, that was a lawyer's take on the situation. Oh, a clip.
Because on the third day that he was here, he picked my dog Sammy up by his neck.
Oh, okay.
And screamed in his face. What more do I need to say about that?
And he's just shrugging at the camera.
That's it. That's all. Yeah.
I mean, ridiculous. Where do we go? Oh, okay, this is an interesting bit. From post last November, somebody says, Boogie says he likes reading Stephen King books. I do too, they're based. I remember him reading the first chapter from the book he was writing, and a lot of people likened it to Stephen King's writing. A friend of mine claims that one of Stephen King's writing techniques and tropes is to make the audience hate a bad guy To make the audience hate a bad guy is to have the bad guy be cruel towards dogs. So that's all he leaves it at. Someone says, this is too stupid. It has to be real. Okay, let's see what else we got. Someone says they signed a contract for a children's card game in blood. Is this fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? Alright, what else we got? How's chat doing? Chat, how you doing? Chat has had enough of this already. Chat is like, please end this. We're not done yet. And this is all January. End of January, beginning of February. It turns out the case number is legitimate. I have the case file here, but I'm not going to show it on screen. Like the formal paperwork. We're getting there, guys. There's more. Right now, it's mostly just pages of people laughing at how stupid this is. Keem comes in, he's like, I'm frustrated, I hate this. This is terrible. He literally posts on fucking Kiwi Farms about how stupid this whole thing is. Alright, I suppose it's time to get into it now. So they go back and forth. There's a lot of quiet.
Well, I'm finally home from Ohio, and if you guys don't know this, my house has been vandalized.
Oh, hold on, hold on. We're gonna start it over. We're gonna start it over. We're gonna start it over. I didn't realize I still had the stuff on the screen. Alright, there we go. There's Boogie. My house was vandalized by a shaman. This happens a little while later. A month later or so.
I'm finally home from Ohio, and if you guys don't know this, my house has been vandalized. By the time you see this video, the issue should be mostly resolved. The offending party who did it should be in jail, especially because they admitted to doing it. So that the neighbors didn't need to look at this graffiti every day, we pasted some black plastic over it. You know what it says if you've seen the pictures.
We're gonna see the pictures.
I'm not gonna try to move that. My roommate did that for me while I was out of town. The white sheet looks a lot better than the black.
Hang on.
For me while I was out of town.
So there's the first one. Thief, impeccably written. Right? And then I'm going to show this other one mainly because I can, because it's misspelled so badly, it's not going to capture, it's not going to cause any problems. Pedfile. I guess. I don't know. That's an I, it looks like. I mean, dear God. Imagine having this many shrooms in your body.
The white sheet looks a lot better than the black plastics. Maybe we'll find another white sheet, but that's the one that says thief on it, just in case you were doubting if it was that person who thinks I stole from him. He's had to leave his calling card. And of course, I mean, he also admitted to it. So there's that too. He also talked about backing up on the lawn and peeling out on it. I guess I can kind of see the tire marks, but that's just kind of silly, right? Grass grows back. I don't know.
Where is this picture?
I don't even really, my lawn's so bad, I don't really think I can tell the difference. Oh, though you can still see the tire marks and the dirt. Wow, I don't own that part of the lawn, that's city damage. I don't think the city probably cares very much, but there it is. There's the broken glass in the window. I didn't even know about this until he said it online in an interview. He admitted to doing this. And then we finally went and checked the studio to see.
This is
He
insane.
was telling the truth, and he was. That's the window it came through. And you can see the glass down below, but there's not a lot. I must have really good windows. And then we have these blackout curtains and everything else. And I don't know how it didn't hit something important in here. But there it is, laying right there. It's a damn miracle that I wasn't sitting here, that I was in Ohio instead.
How realistic do you guys think? Like, how this seems too perfect of a landing, right? Right? Like, this seems like something that he put there Or like it came in the window and was in a different spot or something, or maybe it bounced off the window and was just outside and he like picked it up and, or had someone pick it up and put it down right here and was like, oh man, look at this. This would have hit me directly, specifically.
And it's an even bigger miracle that nothing got hit. There's
Yeah, I'm sure that the shaman said that. Yeah, actually, the shaman said in the podcast that he hoped it hit Boogie, but the point is, it's like, that's still too perfect of a placement.
so much stuff that he could have destroyed here.
And Boogie lies about so much stuff that it's, like, impossible to tell what he's telling the truth about.
The car he vandalized, and good news, spray paint mostly comes off of glass. So, obviously it's still all over the way.
Yeah, the half full bottles of Mountain Dew are like, he got like bored drinking one and cracked open another, I guess.
Wipers. It's all over the car itself. It's on the mirror frames, so that sucks. But we got this estimated to be cleaned by a professional for $800, so.
Oh, I wish that we had that picture. Hold on.
Out $800, I'll survive. Well, it's official. It's been a couple of days since we've been home, but we just got a text from Fayetteville Police Department. My friend Glenn did, who's been in contact with him. And it looks like Ryan has been taken into custody. And I cannot believe, obviously it's because he admitted to doing it and made further threats and things along that lines. And it's really interesting because a lot of people who have been trolls or detractors or whatever you want to call them in the past, these people went as far as to write Ryan and talk to him and gather evidence for us. I cannot believe that
Goddamn
people who
WebP.
would normally be after me took my side in this and helped keep us safe. And if it wasn't for people doing these interviews and getting Ryan to admit things or getting him to show the threats that he had his...
If you created the WebP format, I hope that you get thrown in jail too, and that they put you in the same cell as Chief Flaming Star.
Plans to do further harm. I don't think it would be as easy for the cops to do their jobs. Thank you, guys. Thanks to the Fayetteville City Police. I'm super excited because we feel safe for the first time in a week. Now, obviously, there's a chance he's going to get bonded. And if he can find a way to pay for the bond, then he will be back out on the streets. And I think we'll need to have an abundance of caution then. But for now, it looks like we are safe. As always, guys, thank you for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again.
That totally fucked my timing up, and it makes me cope, it makes me seethe, it makes me furious. Now, where even is it? Made me save it to a different spot so that I could post it on the screen for like 2 seconds as part of like the timing of him saying that it was, you know, oh, it's... Yeah, there we go. Give me this. Where is it? Oh my god, and it's still missing from my desktop. There we go. Boom. There we go. Let's take a look at this. There he is. Chief Flaming Star. Criminal mischief. Aggravated assault. And a Rule 8.1 hearing. I don't know what that... Oh, that's the hearing for the whole thing. Okay. So that happened a couple weeks ago. What is this? Oh my god. So he had like a random... Alright, I'm not gonna... If it allows me to save these as WebP, because I'm not going through and saving all these as PNGs just to put them up on the screen. Oh, I can put this up. This is Reddit. That's right. I can just put this on the screen. I've been doing this for no reason. Alright. I could have just done this the whole time. I'm an idiot. So, first off, you're seeing the name of this mushroom name. That is a psychedelic mushroom title. That is one of the most famous ones, actually. I wonder why. Here's his beautiful... Now he can suddenly write. How amazing. Images over it, can't see. Perfect. Great. Alright, so... There we go, we're back. Spiritual awakening. So the reason I'm putting this one up here is because first off, this, and then we got this, which is him posting on Facebook, and then this is his actual picture thing that he did. Guardian Angels Protect Me Daily supplement. That's what you need if you just need the Guardian Angels. They come in a pill form now. And then this. Sorry everyone, the church will not be opened due to Ryan getting arrested. Please keep him in your prayers. He's a billionaire, so he'll be okay. So, that's that. There's Boogie again. Hello, Boogie. Oh yeah, that was what I was saying before. Penis envy is a type of psychedelic mushroom. It's just a name of one of them. They all have, well, you know, wacky names. That's probably the one of the most famous psychedelic mushrooms. Yeah, I know, it sounded... Now that I've said it, it's like, oh, that's not that cool, actually. I think that was actually it, guys. That seems to be... I'm just gonna try and find, like, a... See, like, if there's, like, a where is he now sort of moment. Because the Kiwi Farms gave up. They were like, I don't even want this anymore. And the most interesting thing is, like, that interview happened... I mean, the Flaming Star interview on LOLCOW Live that happened, that we didn't watch, happened the day before this arrest. Should we do the Flaming Star interview? Oh no, I heard it was bad. Sorry, I'm looking through. Yeah, there's nothing left, guys. That's where it ends. He just got arrested on multiple charges. He's still waiting to be... I mean, I guess we could look up the case file and see what wound up happening with it, because it happened. Let me see. I'll play this video in the background with no audio on it, just so we can, like, get some nice visuals happening. So it's not, like, dead air. Wait. Does it make you envious of other people's... Yeah, that's what it does. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that this particular type of mushroom does. Where's the case number here? Okay, cool. Ryan DeLello is the name of the guy. Detainee information. Found him. Holy shit. You guys are not gonna fucking believe this. Literally while we were doing the segment. Boogie! Look out, Boogie! Boogie, look out! He's out! He's escaped! He's escaped and he's coming for you! Literally released within the hour. Holy shit, folks. Holy shit, buddy. That's scary. Alright, well, that's the perfect way to end that. I think we want to watch the rest of the harmonica video to cool off now, because I'm, like, spooked. I'm actually spooked after that. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. What else we got? Do I have anything else in here, even? Wow, we went over everything. We literally did everything. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. I wanted to do this. More Boogie stuff.
Oh, hi there. I'm YouTuber BOOGIE2988, and I hold a very distinct honor of being one of the very few YouTubers to have hit 4 million subscribers twice.
This is the last segment of the day. So, I don't know if you guys know about the illustrious, wonderful, everybody loves him, Jim Sterling, everybody's favorite. the person who is so well liked that they have become such a miserable pariah that they have lost so many subs. I think they're doing 75,000 lost subs per day at one point. Thank you for the hydration reminder. I need it. I am here. No need to be spooked. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel no longer spooked. So, what was I saying? Sorry, the reefer madness has overcame me. So I'm gonna smoke more to remember. Yeah, so James Sterling has done multiple really cringe-inducing, difficult-to-watch videos about losing subscribers. I googled them and understand everything. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Sorry, I'm gonna get this sentence out, I promise. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is that Boogie has ripped off Jimmy Jam Sterling's whole thing. I doubt the emote's going to show, but still, it showed for me. So James Sterling has gone under certain thresholds multiple times, and every time they does, they do like a really cringe-inducing video about celebrating hitting that threshold. And then they like get all of their friends to come out. Diminishing returns on the friends. It becomes a pity party, basically. That they're like, well, congratulations, and they all treat it like it's this big success. But the fact of the matter is nobody's lost more followers than that person. But Boogie is catching up, and Boogie has decided that instead of doing something inventive and creative, that he's going to literally rip off what Jim Sterling has done. So this is a like.
And once on the way down. So I reached out to some of my favorite YouTubers and asked them to help me.
Also, does anybody want to say it while I smoke a little bit more? Izzy, maybe you want to say it? I know you see it. Somebody call it out in chat, because I don't want to say it. I mean, I'm going to, but... You guys are gonna... figure it... Hey, figure it out, dude. Like, Only Use Me Blade says, figure it out, dude. Okay, I'll say it. Boogie, check your check your nose out before you start live streaming. All right, buddy? Your name is Boogie2988, not Booger2988.
Celebrate this once in a lifetime occasion. And here's what they sent me.
Boogie, congrats on hitting 4 million subs.
Couldn't even be fucked to get off of his couch.
Maybe next year you'll hit 3 million.
Utter feltoning.
Special congratulations to Boogie.
Who the fuck is this guy?
For hitting 4 million subscribers for the second time. We should celebrate with hookers.
Who is that guy?
Hey Boogie, I just want to congratulate.
All right, this guy is Michael Klum. This is the guy who did the Boogie documentary, and this is the funniest thing in the world.
Congratulate you for still being at over 3 million subscribers. That is more than I have.
I just want to
Destroyed.
give a big shout out to Boogie2988 for.
Who is this guy? Who are these people? Gamer from Mars? Okay, thank you. I'm glad you guys know who I'm like being an old man right now. I mean, I guess I should know these people as an old man, right? How do you know these people?
Hitting 4 million. Haven't I already done this? Big shout
Wow, nice camera angle there.
out to Boogie2988 for hitting 4 million. No, he hit 4 million already. A big shout out to Boogie2988 for hitting 4 million subscribers for the second time. Does that make it 8 million? This dude hit 4 million subscribers like 10 years ago, and now he's hit it again. Boogie, congratulations. You deserve it.
He cannot be like, he wants to get out of here as fast as possible.
He doesn't. Congratulations for 4 million.
Boogie, Mike Klum here.
That's Mike Klum. Who's the other fucking guy?
Congratulations, man. 4 million subscribers.
Wow, I'm racist.
You know, it's incredible. Our documentary actually hit 5 million views. And, you know, you hit 4 million subscribers. So it's really an amazing thing.
I thought the guy that was just on was Gamer from... Oh, there's a lag. That's right.
And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to document your
I understand now who's who.
life. But also thank you on behalf of all the other people that have launched their careers off your back and have exploited you for views. You've just given us so much material over the years.
This is the thing I was talking about. I don't know why I thought that other one was it. This is unreal that he's saying these things. He's walking through an airport, just completely just destroying Boogie. I don't know if you guys caught that. Watch this.
But also thank you on behalf of all the other people that have launched their careers off your back and have exploited you for views. You've just given us so much material over the years.
Like, mask off on this guy.
And I know there's much more material to be had.
Like this is like, I kind of was like, about Mike Klum being like, is this some sort of psyop from this guy? And he's going to turn out to be like a lolcow, like hardcore lolcow wrangler who's like working undercover for somebody else. It's moments like this that make me feel that way.
And many more, lot of money to be made off of your fuck-ups.
Boogie.
Oh, wow.
My friend, my buddy, my pal.
Who the fuck is this guy now?
Congratulations on 4 million subs. Are they going to send you a copper stop button?
Destroyed.
Hey mortals, it's me, your favorite Lord and Savior Jesus.
What is this?
Want to see my impersonation of BOOGIE2988?
Wow. Wow.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? BOOGIE2988 coming at you live from the power of the internet.
If this is what religion was, if like religion was this, and this is what Jesus did, and Jesus just popped up every once in a while to fucking dunk on people, I would be a hardcore Christian.
Huh. Why am I losing so many subscribers? Also, what am I doing in this giant handbasket? And why is it getting so hot in here?
I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, I love you, Boogie. But, seriously, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to go when you die. Amen.
That was easily the best one.
Boogie. Most people, when they hit 4 million subscribers.
Okay. Is he just getting random people off the internet now? Is that what's happening?
Aim for 5 million. Next. You, my friend.
I bet this is like the sweetest guy and everybody loves him and I'm like making fun of this. Like I'm like going, what the fuck? And people are like, you can't say that about this guy. This guy's got a heart of gold. He's donated 8 billion to...
For 4 million again.
Oh, don't do that to us.
That's not what I asked for at all. Desi! Desi, did you see these
Oh, Desi confirmed.
videos before you put them on my hard drive? Did you see the video that Michael sent? Michael's a complete dick! I thought people were going to be nice to me! I thought they were going to be nice!
This is insane.
I thought they were going to be nice! Fuck you guys! Fuck all you guys! Fuck you, Jesus Christ!
What is going on with this chick?
Fuck you, Jesus!
What is happening with this chick? You saw her for like a split second. Desi Arnaz, yeah, exactly. She already looks literally like a completely different human than she did when she moved in. That's insane. I want to watch the rest of... This is a good screenshot. I want to watch the rest of the harmonica thing, now that we're like winding down. Does everybody want to watch harmonica stuff with me again? Or do I have like anything else? Like little... Oh, I do have like a couple of little things. Or like one little thing. Where's the chat? What's the chat thinking? Let's do it. Yeah, let's see the rest of this harmonica madness. Close things out. Because this was supposed to be the last segment, but I want to do a little bit more. Just a teeny bit. A little appetizer. There it is. I love this picture of Boogie on my screen. All right. Where were we? We were at here. Blowing and drawing.
Let's learn how to blow and draw into the harmonica.
No, we saw this one actually.
To blow into the harmonica, you fill your lungs with air. You drop your
Does he just do a jam at the end? All right, he just does a jam at the end for like the last.
cavity within your mouth, and you blow evenly like this.
You following this?
Something to look for is everyone has a tendency when you draw air in that your jaw goes back and your cheeks come in and it goes. So you blow, draw. I'm going to show you in a minute why you do not do it like this. How you do it is you keep that cavity
Actually, you know what?
and you blow, blowing, drawing. When you draw, think of the air going way, way back into your throat. Now, we're going to put the harmonica up to our mouth, and we're going to do the same thing. And now listen to the tone.
Yeah, you know what? I had one other thing I was like, maybe, but it's too long of a segment for today.
Now, if we drew in like we all want to do and go by bringing our jaw up and drawing in our cheeks, this is what it would sound like. Because what you're doing is you're actually lowering the pitch of the harmonica.
I'm vibing. I'm looking for other stuff, like little stuff,
Now,
to
the next thing I'd like
while
to
this
talk
goes
about
on.
is hand vibrato. You remember when we were learning how to hold the harmonica, and I told you to bring up.
I forgot to bring this up when we were doing USERVERSE stuff. I'll pop this up really quick. Jason Gomez, the dinosaur, just reached 1,000 subscribers. There's the picture. There's all of the happy people. Trainboy saying, congratulations, Jason, stomp around like a dinosaur. And Jason replies with, I already am. So congratulations to him. Let's see what he's got popping right now while we're here, right? You know, we might as well check in. There's a new episode of Bambi and Friends. You guys want to see? You guys want to watch that? You guys love Bambi and Friends, right? What do you think? Everybody's leaving the chat, so maybe not. I want to die. Okay, maybe they don't want this. Maybe nobody wants this. But look at that. Look at the action in this picture. Look at these. How about the steam railway, the new big train, all right? There's a train. Oh, no, we got it. Sorry, I'm vetoing you guys. You don't know what you're talking about. As long as we don't get a boat scene again, no guarantees. This is going to be the last segment of the day. Harmonica was nice, but... I'm not even turning it down. Okay, here we go, baby. Don't you dare get me copyright struck for whatever this is. I'm turning this down. You ain't gonna get me, sucker! A fan-made movie and show. You know what else is blue? Me! And blueberries. Okay, I don't know why he's bringing them up. Feeling the pain as innocence dies is a raw. That's not Jason Gomez. Oh, Astro Boy's in this. Oh, God. Oh, right. That's his wife. We saw her give birth a couple episodes back. Sexton Starfighter. Never heard of that one. Che Girl 45. Idea of the episode, Astro Boy. So Astro Boy is credited as the writer for this one. I should probably bring this up now, because this is the best moment to bring it up. And I probably should have brought it up at the beginning of the show when we were looking at Dogsy and Dog 6. Where's my music at? Did I close my music? Wow, I did. I'm the worst. I've been in contact with a few individuals who have seen our videos on USERVERSE stuff, who I am going to be doing interviews with. Not on the show, not going to be live interviews, they're going to be pre-recorded, but they are people who came from formerly of Super Origami Kingdom, and they reached out after seeing the show. I invited them to do an interview, and they've accepted. I just want to let you guys know, if you have any questions that you would like to ask these individuals, I can't guarantee I will ask them all of them, but you can leave them in the YouTube comments below. And I will ask them. Again, this is going to be pre-recorded and then edited down and then posted to YouTube. It's not going to be a live segment on the show. Just so you guys know. No, I'm not asking that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Drilithi.
In the steam railways, there are a lot of railways that Ricky and his friends can go.
I'm already very happy with this. This is the perfect closeout segment.
They will pull their own express and freight cars.
And then I'm gonna eat so much food.
But they had to work so hard. Like Jimmy. If you guys don't know who is Jimmy, Ricky helped him pulling his heavy coal cars.
I don't even know yet. It's gonna be good though.
Later that day, Jimmy was waiting for Ricky with the train, but he started to get very impatient.
How will I pull my train when Ricky's gonna be late?
I didn't really. He didn't credit Dogs Eating Dog 6 in the beginning of this.
I'm gonna be late if Ricky doesn't come.
Before Jimmy can get more and more impatient, Ricky arrived. And he was tired.
Ricky arrived and he was tired. Okay. Okay, I'll move over a little bit. Alright. Please don't touch me.
Where have you been? You're late!
Jeez. Sorry, Jimmy. I was waiting for my friend Steven to pass by.
Whatever you said about Steven, like, I heard when you saved him that he was on a runaway, and I don't know who was that behind you when you saved Steven.
What? I didn't understand any of that.
That was Clinchfield. We just met each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Clinchfield got back at the Clinchfield Highland Valley Railroad.
Alright, you want to take that one again, champ?
He just first visited.
I can't. It's like an SCP. I can't look up at my screen anymore because I'm disabled by my laughter the second I look at him. I have to hold my hand up like it's the fucking eclipse that's happening in like a couple of weeks. I mean, in like a week. Ugh.
Visited and came to Crunchfield High and Valley Road. And
Oh my god, and the voice is perfect too.
we pulled some freight cars to Santa Fe diesels.
Jimmy wasn't having it.
Mm.
Okay, you just went to that.
Oh my god. And then they just cut back to Dogs Eating Dogs 6 and he's screaming at them.
You shouldn't go to his railroad.
Hey, it doesn't matter. We
Do you remember how good of friends they were last episode? And now they're like mortal enemies.
I don't care about it. Now I'm leaving.
Oh my god. He goes, why is he always yelling? And then instantly he screams even louder.
So Jimmy puffed away and didn't say anything.
Fight, 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 yeah. Okay. This is one of the best parts of all of these train videos he does, is he doesn't edit the train, like, leaving the station or entering the station. It's like... Imagine hearing his being his neighbor and hearing him scream about train, yeah. You shouldn't be going to other people's stations!
Gosh, what
This face is incredible.
is his problem?
I can't wait to put that on the cover.
Oh, by the way, Ricky, my manager is gonna let me work at the steam railway for a bit.
Wow, that's good. Are you gonna miss your friends?
Yeah, but I do miss my friend Aiden, but I am gonna be busy here for a bit, but I will come back to the Quinchfield High Valley Railroad.
I know.
I know.
After Ricky was resting, Steven is with him.
Hey, Ricky.
Oh, hello, Steven.
What's been going on with you?
I like this voice actor. This guy is pretty good so far.
Oh, nothing much. It's just that Jimmy doesn't...
Izzy, what do you do? Not, but, oop. But you just typed in the chat. Perfect.
Really? Wow. I can't believe Jimmy doesn't care.
I know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. If you haven't watched USERVERSE 1, I want to say it is, enter the USERVERSE 1, there she is. She's recovered from her pregnancy very well.
Hello, Ricky.
Oh, Chris.
Oh my god, she has a voice now.
Dina, ma'am.
Ma'am, do not redeem, ma'am.
Ricky, I have an important job for you.
Oh my god, her voice is intense.
What do I have, ma'am?
You're gonna take some freight cars full of food to the trucks, so they will take them to the market, but it will be a long journey.
Bro,
Yes,
wake up a
ma'am.
little bit. Yes, ma'am.
Well, good luck on your journey, Ricky.
Ma'am.
Thanks, Steven.
Alright, is it time for another, like, 40-minute cut? Yeah, here we go. You got enough room there, buddy? You want me to move out of the way? Alright. We get out of... Oh, I'm dead. Editor, blood splatter. I'm never gonna edit this, but blood splatter right there, please. Goodbye. Goodbye, train. To be continued. Part two will come anytime soon. That's what I'm gonna say about this show. Part 2 will come anytime soon. What am I doing for, like, the closing music? I'll just do this again.
If you ever tried asking...
Nope.
You must try Miro.
Please stop. Please stop doing this to me. Alright. No? What is he saying no? Oh, because the show is over? Listen, I'm hungry, I'm tired. And I gotta prepare for Stardew Valley tomorrow because I'm gonna hang out with you on your stream. Oh, I'm not in the right spot now. Here we go. Whoop. Aha. Whoop. Aha. Ah, ah. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Look at him. Yeah, he's a cat. He wake up, he see another psyop. He's a good boy. He's doing his best, okay? Look how small his legs are. His legs are the tiniest thing in the world. He's a good boy. Meow? Yeah, exactly. So listen, really quick. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Just keeping myself busy with some other projects that have picked up. I don't know if I'm gonna have an episode this upcoming week. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna stream with Izzy. I think that'll still happen. If Izzy invites me on for something, I will be there for one of the days, as I've been doing. But other than that, I am not completely, and I'm not saying that there's not going to be a space pod on Sunday, but I'm not committing 100% to having a space pod this weekend. Mainly because I am doing some game dev stuff that is taking up some of my time, and I'm finding just even like this weekend, I had to juggle one too many things to the point that I, like, even when I had the show mostly ready, I still wasn't fully ready, and then I wasn't feeling well because I couldn't get my schedule intact and juggle both things. So, long story short, keep an eye on my Twitter. Keep an eye on the ATKCAST Twitter. If you're watching the YouTube channel, please go to please go subscribe and then hit the notification bell. You'll get that, and then you'll get all of our community posts, so you guys will know right away when the next episode is. If it's not Sunday, maybe I do one this week. I don't know. Like I said, there will definitely be an episode. If not this Sunday, I'll be back to doing. I'll be back on the 7th. If I don't do one on the 31st, which would be this upcoming Sunday, I'll definitely be doing a show on the 7th. So, won't be gone long. I just need a little bit of a break mentally and just time-wise. I just don't... I need to work on them games, folks. I'm having a game madness. I'm in the middle of the game madness. That's it. Wow, what a jam-packed episode. My god, what did we do today? We went through Boogie's Shaman Saga. I somehow didn't completely fuck that up. We saw how badly Kotaku and, like, all that shit's happening. Dragon's Dogma, we made fun of some people. The Fullerton Informer. We learned about chemtrails and all that other stuff. We learned sort of how to play a harmonica. I feel like I missed something. No, it's just stuff that I'm putting on the next episode. I could say one last thing, and I'll play this song for just a second, and I'll let this song say it all for you and for me, and this is for you guys over on the YouTube ATKCAST VOD channel. If you're watching from there right now, this one is for you.
Hello. I would like to thank each one of you for 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, so I thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Oh yes, congratulations too, because it's you who made that happen. All it's only you.
That's the whole song. It actually just ends right there. Thank you all. I just wanted to say at the end here, we've hit in a very short amount of time on the YouTube ATKCAST VOD channel. We are over 1,000 subs already, which is insane to me. Just came back in January. There wasn't anything going on that channel before that. We weren't doing uploads too often for the ATKCAST stuff. As soon as I came back, you guys have just been all over it, and I just want to thank you for that. Keep putting on a good show for you. ATKCAST will come back, and then we'll have even more content on this channel. And we'll have multiple uploads a week. We're going to have the ATKCAST every week coming on here, and we'll have the SPACEPOD on here every week. So, stick with us. You'll only slightly regret it. And I love you very much. And I think on that note, I'm going to end the show. Thank you again for being here. And I love you. Whatever you do, if you're going to pick a shaman, please don't pick a random guy from Alabama. Good night, folks.
Thanks for stopping by the pod today. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to throw us a follow so you don't miss a single go live notification. feel free to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again from all of us here at the ATKCAST Network. This is Announcer Man, signing off.